Jesus.
I'm glad when you don't break things.
Well, here. I didn't break anything.
You always need me to work. Oh, yeah. I didn't wash my hair, you guys. I curled it, though.
I didn't either.
Thank you. Okay, so is that fine?
No, it'll just work
Like,
with
we
what we got.
can't, yeah.
It just those generally it fills in the gaps on the ice. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, if. Oh, he thinks we unplugged it during the ice show, which would have been in April or May. And we haven't, the Jets haven't used them since.
All right, that'll
So,
be. Just put it on the to-do list, I guess.
for next week, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, well, there's no Jets games next week either.
No, we're all on the
Couple
road
weeks.
this week.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, so I will make sure we do it next time, but not this weekend. So, sorry.
No problem.
Who's that?
Sutton Majeski's mom's cookies.
Cute her.
She brought us cookies because she loves us.
It's so precious. Looks like frosting.
Oh, they look. I had one already. They're really good.
How many is there?
I don't know. Yeah. Of course you can. I'm part of the broadcast team. For the broadcast team. Tyler doesn't get it. Got it. I just have to reach and grab one.
Oh!
Oh, awesome. Are they good? Are they so good? Oh my god.
Thank you. I said, did you get some money? He goes, no, I got it.
And Sarah, if we don't get it today, we can probably get it tomorrow. Our people.
Okay.
That way you can get here. I'll make sure my hair's done. So.
I don't know. Let me look at myself in the mirror.
Alright. You look fine, Sarah. You're my free winner. Unless Mr. Tammy shows up. He's supposed to be here. Is Tammy here?
Yeah.
Okay, you're not. Never mind then. I'll bring you in. I come back. We'll talk a little bit. All right.
He offered me a job out there, and I almost accepted it. What you got? 25%? No, I've been taking $15,000 pay cut. So, yeah.
We can do it. I was literally, I was texting Courtney.
You have to remember when we score. You might just want to leave this one on. When we score, you can put this number one. You can flip this number one. So you could just leave it on because there's going to be a lot of it that we're going to be doing. So. Ha ha ha.
Alright, let me get out of the way here.
to hear me during warm-ups. That way he knows where to go.
Mic test 1 2 3 4 5. Mic test 1 2. Mic test 1 2 3 4 5. Mic test 1 2 3 4 5. Mic test. Can you hear okay? Needs it louder. Check check 1 2. Check check 1 2. Check check 1 2. The following is a presentation of Black Bear Sports Group. Watch the entire 2025-2026 United States Premier Hockey League season exclusively on the new home of USPHL Hockey, Black Bear TV. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Mount Clemens Ice Arena. We're located approximately 30 minutes northeast of Motown, Detroit, in Mount Clemens, Michigan. And we start things off with a home opener for the 10-time and defending USPHL Premier Great Lakes Division champions, as well as the 4-time National Junior Hockey champions, the MetroJets, who will face off against their fiercest rival, the biggest rivalry in all junior hockey, the Toledo Cherokee. My name is Matt Preer, the voice of the MetroJets Hockey Club up high in the flight deck, alongside Black Bear TV color analyst and broadcast producer Matt Naiman. And Matt, here we are. This is actually game 2 for the MetroJets Hockey Club here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena. A week ago today, it was the MetroJets Development Program's home opener against, ironically enough, the MetroJets. Tonight, the senior team, the MetroJets, takes center stage with a 25-26 home opener.
Yeah, and just like I had told you we were talking about earlier, this is going to be a very interesting matchup. Not only because it can be such a harsh rivalry, some really, really good hockey here, but both teams lost players, both teams gained players, both teams had returners that came back. And looking at these sheets on what we got, it's going to be interesting to see the setups that these coaches both do for these matchups.
This is the first of 7 regular season meetings between the Jets and the Cherokee. Tonight will be game number 52 all time in the USPHL. But as we know, Matt Naiman, this rivalry goes all the way back to the 1989-1990 season, the old Central States Development Hockey League.
Yeah, this is just one of those rivalries that stays. There's no new one. They're here. It is what it is. This will always be a really good rivalry. We always have a great showing just for fans, just for this game.
The last time these two teams met, well, it was in 3 games in 3 days in the USPHL Premier Great Lakes Divisional Playoffs, the Divisional Finals, for the right to go to the 2025 USPHL National Championships. Game 1 on March the 14th, Toledo skating to a 2-1 overtime victory, putting the Jets' backs against the wall for game number 2. On March 15th, the Jets come out with their own 2-1 victory in regulation, setting up game 3 on March the 16th. And Matt, you and I talked a lot. We spent a lot of time together over the summer. We still talk about that game 3, don't we?
It is. I mean, I tell you, that was just a complete matchup. It was everything that playoff hockey should be. That was it right there. And, hopefully as this league develops even further, we see more of that, because that was just unbelievable playoff hockey.
And the Jets skating away to a 5-4 victory to book their 7th straight trip to the USPHL National Championships. They're at the Ice Vault in Wayne, New Jersey, where the Jets, unfortunately, losing in the national quarterfinals to the Springfield Pigs by a 6-0 count. Both teams, Matt, come into this game 1-0. The Jets, as we mentioned, playing MJDP a week ago today, and the Jets skating away to a 6-1 victory, while the Toledo Cherokee, they played on September 13th. Haven't played since. It's been 13 days. But that one game they played, a 7-1 triumph over the Battle Creek Colonels.
Yeah, and that could be something that can hurt or help a team. They know that they're going to be playing MetroJets, and they know that that is going to be a very, very difficult game for them. They always play very well against the MetroJets. So there was plenty of preparation just for this game that they were working on.
These two teams come into today's game mired in a 4-way tie for 4th in the USPHL Premier Great Lakes Division, but that comes with an asterisk. This is only the 2nd game of the season for both clubs.
Yeah.
Leading the way in the Great Lakes Division is the Columbus Mavericks, who will be here tomorrow at MCIA. They're a perfect 4-0, but that game 5 tomorrow against the Jets, we'll see what the Mavericks are made of.
Yeah, that's going to be very interesting to see, because the Mavericks were a team that we've always seen in the league, and they've always had their issues. But for them to start off shooting themselves out of a cannon at 4-0, kudos to them. That is fantastic.
Red River Spartans 2nd in the standings at a 3-1 record. The Fresh Coast Freeze third in the division with a 1-1-1 record. The Battle Creek Colonels are fourth, tied with the Bearcat Hockey Club. The Colonels, Bearcats, the Jets, and the Cherokee all tied for fourth. But again, this is only game 2 for the MetroJets and Toledo Cherokee. Everyone else has played at least 2, 3, even 4 games.
Yeah, as games start getting played, the Jets are going to be they're going to be away next week. So these numbers are going to change as the teams start getting games in. We're going to see this top 5, top 10, whatever you see there. It's going to be changing. They're going to be moving up and down, and it's going to start to get really tight.
And let's meet the players who are going to make an impact here as we jump. We are head first already in the Vital Title Insurance Agency pregame show based in Farmington Hills, Michigan. We're located throughout Michigan and Florida. Vital Title is your real estate insurance leaders, led by Jamie Naiman with over 30 years of experience. Your property transaction and offering the security of knowing your real estate transaction has been executed with expert attention to every detail. Learn more at VitalTitleAmerica.com or call 248-388-9376. As mentioned, the MetroJets 1-0. And they are led by one of the key returnees on this MetroJet squad. Where's number 3 for the Jets? The 19-year-old from Grosse Pointe, Michigan, A.J. Zaccani, leading the way with a goal as well as 2 assists on the season. We're going to look at the top 5 in scoring, Matt Naiman, but the top 3, all returnees led by A.J. Zaccani.
Yeah, Zaccani's just one. He's got the veteran leadership, and we've definitely seen him out there on the ice. We see him on the bench talking to the boys all the time out there in between shifts. It's just great to see Zaccani, just a great leader on this team.
And he's gained 2 inches of height and gained 15 pounds of pure muscle. He stands 6'2", 215 pounds, and he is a solid mass of humanity.
Oh, we've seen that from quite a few of the boys coming back this year when we were sitting here for spring training here when they were doing that. Some of these boys didn't even look the same when they came back.
Played his 50th career game, or is tied for the team lead in scoring. Where's number 20 for the MetroJets? The 19-year-old from Maribor, Slovenia, Luka Pivac, scored a natural hat trick in last Friday's 6-1 victory over MJDP. Pivac with 3 goals on the season, and Pivac just a catalyst for this MetroJet squad. Keeping in mind, Matt, Zaccani and Pivac, both are 06s. They have another year of junior eligibility after this year.
Yeah, the potential for these 2 young men to get in here next year, develop this year, even more development next year. Their future looks bright for these 2 kids. And a lot of these players on this whole entire MetroJet squad, all of them, the MJDP, the elite, the training that they do here with these boys is just unsurpassed.
One of the newcomers we're going to talk a lot about this season with the MetroJets. Where's number 7 for the Jets? And you talk about youth. How about 17 years old from Muskegon, Michigan, Aiden Hartzell. Hartzell in his junior hockey debut last Friday, a goal and an assist. Keep in mind, Matt Naiman, he doesn't turn 18 until December.
Yeah, and he's one, we were watching him out on the ice. He's always got his eyes scanning the ice, seeing what's going on with the play. Good, smart player. And you're going to see his, I think he's going to be one of those players that are going to rack up a bunch of assists.
Highest scorer amongst defensemen on the MetroJets. Where's number 15? He is the undisputed captain of the MetroJets Hockey Club. He is a 20-year-old of St. Clair Shores, Michigan, the 15 of Jay Taylor. Taylor now in his 4th season with the MetroJets, wearing that C with pride. And he started off this season, the opener against MJDP, with 2 assists on the night. And for Jay Taylor, this will be career game number 144. He will hit the 150 mark later next month.
Yeah, and Taylor deserves every bit of that C that's on his chest right there. Just an unbelievable guy, great player, and he was very well deserving of that big, huge leadership role on this MetroJets team.
Former All-Star from last season, as we mentioned, the no doubt about it, slam dunk, number 1 captain of the MetroJets, the 37th captain in Jets history.
And we were talking about that during, I guess you could say, preseason / training camp. We kind of knew that's where that was going.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about it. Tied for 4th of the team in scoring is one of the players who crossed over to the other side of the locker room from the MJDP squad, now member of the MetroJets. Where's number 40? The 19-year-old from Utica, Michigan, Gianluca Varelli. Varelli with a single assist. And we talk about the youth movement again. Varelli, just 19 years old.
Yeah, and he's one. We got quite a few boys that have moved up from, you can say, their younger brother, MJDP, that have moved up into this MetroJets premier squad. And that's great to see. That's exactly what this program is about, to advance these kids, make them better, get them ready for the advancements to college or wherever they may want to go.
A couple more returnees that both also grabbed an assist in the opener last weekend. First up, another youngster, 19 years old from Muskegon, Michigan. The 33 of Jackson Stone, as well as the number 25, a 19-year-old from Cadillac, Michigan, Gabe Outman. Both returnees last season, both picked up an assist in the opener last Friday night.
Yeah, and both those guys solid players. You know, obviously it was Jets and MJDP, so I think there was maybe three penalties that game. Two, and one was a roughing. The other, I don't recall what that one was, but it's going to be really interesting to see now that this is going to be, you can say, a full tilt game here. How some of these players, especially coming from MJDP, up to here, a little faster, a little quicker, different caliber type of game. We're going to be able to see how these younger boys react.
And answering the call and goal here this evening, he wears number 30 for the MetroJets. You talk about a player that comes in with a lot of potential, and another youngster, the 19-year-old from Teleborg, Sweden. It's Philippe Hall. Hall, in half a game's work against MJDP, played 30 minutes and 9 seconds last week. A 199 goals against average, a 917 save percentage. Stopped 20 of the 22 shots or 21 of the 22 shots he faced, in last Friday's victory over MJDP.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, from him being a newbie on this team, he looked really good. Really impressed with his play, and that says a lot with the Jets starting him against a team like Toledo.
Hall playing for his native Teleborg Ice Federation J20 team in Sweden last year, 11 games played, a 428 goals against average, 885 save percentage, 1 shutout. Spent 3 seasons with his Teleborg IF J18 program. This is his first time in the United States. And what a way to make his first official start for the MetroJets. He came in relief. It was a scheduled goalie switch last week with Evan Peacock, who started. Philippe Hall will make his first career start, and it's against the Toledo Cherokee.
Yeah, and that just goes to show you the confidence, that this coaching staff has in this young man. And especially Randy Wilson, the goalie coach. He always has a say on who's going to be doing what. There's something that Randy Wilson sees in this young man that he believes he's going to be able to do something here against the Toledo Cherokee.
And speaking of the team to our left, wearing the road white uniforms, play their home games at the Team Toledo Ice House in Toledo, Ohio. It is the Toledo Cherokee, and they are led by one of their returnees on the squad. Where's number 8? The 20-year-old Toledo native, Trevin Johnson. Johnson so far 4 assists coming into this game. Johnson now his 3rd season wearing the Toledo Cherokee uniform.
Yeah, and this is they got quite a few guys here. You know, this is that young man's got 41 points just last year alone. So they got a handful of guys here, just like we were talking about earlier. They got a handful of guys here that it's going to be very interesting to see if they keep them together. Do they split them up? What are they going to do with them against these MetroJets?
Second on the team in scoring. Where's number 22, another returnee for the Toledo Cherokee, the 20-year-old from Sylvania, Ohio, Jake Myers. Myers in that one game, he had 4 points, 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points in that 7-1 victory by the Cherokee over the Battle Creek Colonels.
Yeah, and this is one, we know Myers and we know Johnson, they can play. They're very good guys at setting up the shots. So going against these MetroJets, they're going to have to keep their head up, especially going against Hall. And they're going to be able to see what Hall has. Hall's going to be able to see what they got coming. So it's going to be a very interesting matchup.
Highest score amongst defensemen on the roster is another returnee for the Toledo Cherokee. Where's number 14, the 20-year-old from Richfield, Wisconsin, It is Landon Edwards. Edwards on the blue line, 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points on the season for the former Chicago Cougar.
Yeah, and that, Landon Edwards was having 39 points last year, and you got a D-man that's got that many points. He's dropping bombs. He's setting up plays. He's got his eyes out there, scanning that ice, seeing what to do, seeing how to set it up. And so this is going to be another one of those players that they're going to have to look out for.
Tied for 4th on the team in scoring is one of the players coming over from the Cincinnati Cyclones. The 19-year-old from Kettering, Ohio, wears number 24. It is Hank Davis. Davis, in his Toledo Cherokee debut, picked up 2 goals in that 7-1 victory over the Battle Creek Colonels. And Davis, who wears number 24 for the Toledo Cherokee. What a pickup by General Manager, head coach Kenny Miller.
Oh, that was a great acquisition right there. You got a 33-point guy coming in on the ice there. Yeah, you saw him just coming over the blue line, skating towards center there. That's just a great pickup. So he's going to work very, very well with this group here.
Also tied with Davis on the team for 4th in scoring wears number 9, the 20-year-old from Andover, Minnesota, another returnee to the Toledo Cherokee, Brendan Hammer. Hammer with a goal and 1 assist in that one game for the Cherokee against the Colonels. And Hammer, the reoccurring theme, returnees, veterans on this Toledo Cherokee roster.
Yeah, and that's all stuff that Toledo takes very, very good pride in, as every team does. But Toledo, the Jets, they're very well known for keeping their players as long as they can, just to have these returnees have this leadership out there on the ice, that these guys know what's going on, they know what to expect, they can talk to some of these new guys out here that are going to be playing, and it just works out so well.
Answering the call and goal this evening for the Toledo Cherokee, wears number 33, the 20-year-old from Trenton, Michigan. His second stint with the Cherokee, it is Daxton Lasiti. Lasiti played 46 minutes in that Battle Creek Colonels game, the 7-1 victory by the Cherokee over the Colonels. And he stopped 7 shots of the 8 he faced. Didn't see a lot of shots. Lasiti, the 20-year-old of Trenton, Michigan, started the year last year with the Toledo Cherokee, went over to the Mercer Chiefs, and now for his final year of eligibility, returns back to the Buckeye State.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting over there at the Mercer Chiefs. He played 13 games, 2.75 goals against, 923 save percentage. Not too shabby, so we're going to see what these guys are going to be able to do here.
No doubt about it. It is the 52nd ever meeting between the MetroJets and the Toledo Cherokee. A little bit later on in the program, the voice of the Cherokee, Zeke Fravor, is going to join us up here on the broadcast. But in the meantime, you've been listening to the Vital Title pregame show based in Farmington Hills, Michigan, with locations throughout Michigan and Florida. Vital Title is your real estate insurance leaders, led by Jamie Naiman with over 30 years of experience. Through your property transaction, offering the security of knowing your real estate transaction has been executed with expert attention to every detail. Learn more at VitalTitleAmerica.com or call 248-388-9376. Coming up next, Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop pregame interview. Locations throughout the Metro Detroit area, including one less than a mile down the road from us here at MCIA. Get your morning started right for a quick pick-me-up during the day. That's Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop. And it's always a privilege. We're going to get you all turned and squared up here. There you go. We'll get you all turned up and squared up. Our Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop pregame interview is none other than the owner and president of the MetroJets Hockey Club, Mr. Pete Kamick. Pete, we haven't seen each other since March.
I know.
And I just threw you on the interview here.
Hey, I'm not surprised. It's kind of an annual tradition.
Pete, it is such a good to see you, my friend. And thank you so much for everything you do with the MetroJets.
It's always a honor to be up here with the best broadcast in junior hockey.
You're so kind. Thank you so much. You've been with the Jets now for how long have you been with the Jets? How long have you owned the MetroJets?
This is year 10.
Year 10 for the Jets.
Yep,
Okay.
2015.
So you've spent exactly 5 seasons at the old Fraser Hockey Land. Now we're in year 5 here at Mount Cummins Ice Arena. What can you say about the staff and management here at Mount Cummins?
Oh, it's been fantastic. It's everyone's so cooperative, so helpful. They do such a great job that every game goes off beautiful. And if there's anything wrong, you never notice it.
No, as you
And
have
that's
seen,
the staff that
right.
makes that stuff happen.
And you have seen from time to time behind the scenes, it could be just sheer mass chaos.
Yeah.
But on the broadcast, we hope you didn't notice,
No,
right?
It's the traditional duck in the pond.
We've talked at length about the MetroJets Toledo Cherokee rivalry, the biggest rivalry in all of junior hockey. As an owner of one of those teams, how big is that rivalry to you?
Oh, it's, that's one reason to be here. It was nice that the first game was Toledo. You usually don't get that opportunity to kick it off with Toledo. Every game is great. And, they're a great organization. They do things right. So it's really the best of junior hockey right here when these two teams get together.
Matt Naiman and I were talking about it during the Vital Title pregame show. That playoff series last year, the divisional final between Metro and Toledo. Toledo comes here to MCIA, takes an overtime victory in Game 1, puts the Jets back against the wall. They come out, win Game 2, and that Game 3, my goodness, I don't think you could have watched a better Red Wings Maple Leafs game.
No, it goes a lot back to that national championship series,
yes.
Right? And so they're always good games. They do not disappoint, and a lot of them have become real classics.
We talked to some of the parents outside, before we came on the air, that never experienced a Metro Toledo game before. And the best way I could describe it, it's 7 national championship games. The Cherokee and the Jets played each other 7 times. You're about to watch a national championship game in the regular season. Yeah,
they always play it like that, right? And there's so much pride, on both sides. And the games mean so much to them, even, this game at the beginning of the season. Because there's a good chance this game could be the difference at the end of the season, could be these 2 points.
Right. Of course, we remember last year the Toledo Cherokee had a tiebreaker advantage late in the season, and then they come here to Mount Clemens Ice Arena to play the MetroJets development program. And you don't want to say that the Cherokees slept on DP, but DP came out swinging.
Well, and then in that case, the DP also were playing for extra because they were playing for their brothers in the locker room.
That's right.
Right? So, you just so much. I was watching the Ryder Cup this afternoon before coming over here, and it's a lot like that. They're totally different once they're playing for a big cause. And, that's what happens when these guys get together.
Are you as excited as I am, as Q is, as Matt, all of us here, the start of a brand new season?
Oh, yeah. You start looking forward to it, in August, it kind of sneaks up on you in September, and then you just can't wait for it. And this year is going to be, all of junior hockey's a little upset by all the things going on in college and junior hockey across North America. So it's going to be a real interesting year.
And we just keep doing what we're doing, right?
That's if you stick to the knitting, right? Do a good job, develop players. Everything else takes care of itself. You just got to ignore all that noise out to the side. Do a great job for the players and the families, and everything will take care of itself.
Absolutely. Always a privilege, Mr. Kamey. Thank
My
you so
privilege.
much. Thank you so much for everything you do for the MetroJets, for our broadcast team. We can't do this without you, and we are so blessed to have you as our dad.
Well, it's great to have guys who do such a fantastic job and set the standard very, very high for everybody else.
Appreciate it. Pete Kamek, owner-president of the MetroJets Hockey Club. We'll take a short break, come back for pregame ceremonies, opening drop the puck. You're watching MetroJets Hockey live exclusively on Black Bear TV. A little Friday Night Lights, the real kind of Friday Night Lights. This one in the USPHL Premier action. The MetroJets in their 2025-2026 home opener will face off against the Toledo Cherokee. My name is Matt Preer, the voice of the MetroJets Hockey Club up behind the flight deck alongside color analyst, Black Bear TV broadcast producer Matt Naiman.
And look what the cat dragged in.
And look what the cat dragged in exactly. What's become a tradition here at on the flight deck, whenever the Toledo Cherokee come to town, we bring in the voice of the Toledo Cherokee. Zeke Fravor comes in to join us. Zeke, always good to see you, my man. And it seems a little early for a Jets Cherokee game, don't it?
It absolutely does. I mean, second game of the year for both teams, and you circle it on the calendar every time you see it. And this year, I was looking at the schedule when Kenny sent it out in July, and saw the home opener. Always against Battle Creek, and then I saw game number 2 against the MetroJets, and I was like, all right, I guess I know my plans for Friday, September 26th.
Indeed. Always good to have you up here, Zeke. It's always a privilege, and we're just going to get this out of the way now. You're invited to the USPHL Detroit Showcase. We're going to need you for that. We're going to have 4 or 5 days of games, and I got a little surprise in the Detroit Showcase. We're going to talk about it later in the broadcast, about a certain team making their first ever appearance at the Detroit Showcase. We'll talk about that in a little bit.
Hopefully it's a good surprise.
Oh,
I'm a fan
dude.
of good surprises.
Dude.
Not a fan
It's
of
a
bad
real good one.
surprises.
Dude, it is huge. It is absolutely huge. Let's jump in the Golden Creek scratches for the game, before and after the game, located right across the street from MCIA, the official restaurant of the MetroJets Hockey Club. Scratches first for the Toledo Cherokee. Scratch number 15 of Teague Lasiti. Also scratch number 77 of James Smith. Scratch number 7 Nick Van Tegum. Scratch number 17 of Casey Ford. Also scratch number 30 of Michael Murphy. Scratch number 35 Caleb Whitson. And scratch number 36 of Trent Mercer. For the MetroJets, just a single scratch. Scratch number 26 of Jaden Proventure. A little bit later on in the program, we're going to see, hear, and listen to the sweet, subtle tones of Mount Cummins Figure Skating Club on ice reporter Sarah Vassar, a member of the United States Figure Skating Club, USFS. Whether your focus in figure skating is individual competition, testing, or recreational, MCFSC is for you. All these opportunities, as well as becoming a part of the spirited family of figure skating, are available to you when you become a member. And Sarah Vassar just came off the ice. Hi, Sarah.
Hey, guys.
Are you as excited as we are? It's Metro in Toledo.
I am excited. And we have a little jet today.
Yes, we do. We have little Jets. That's going to be awesome. And also, you have your 2 favorite men up here in the flight deck. How about that?
I do.
He's I don't know if you knew, but he's my son.
I thought he was my son.
Boy, do I feel left out.
Right?
I have my cookies and
Matt
coffee.
Naiman's grandpa. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Matt, that's what it is. Matt Naiman is grandpa.
Hockey is crazy. I've got so many dads, so many moms, so many grandparents. It's true. It really is a big family.
It really is. A little bit later on, we're going to introduce you to the Metro Junior Jets Hockey Organization starting lineups. The Metro Junior Jets, Mount Cummins Hockey Club, offer Little Jets Learn to Skate program, house and travel hockey programs for girls and boys. The Junior Jets are also the only organization in Michigan to field a parent junior A hockey program. Matter of fact, there's 3 of them right here in the same facility. A true development ladder from the most experienced coaches in Metro Detroit. It is the Metro Junior Jets Hockey Organization. So when is Toledo Cherokee going to get an elite team?
It seems like every year there's talks of it, and it's just so much you got to put into having another team. I don't know how you guys do it with 3 in one building, but
and 2 in the same league.
They
played each other last week.
It's insane how you guys are able to make it work. You do a great job, and I don't know. You might have to talk to Kenny Miller about that. If you come up for that interview in pregame.
Yeah, we're gonna have to chat with him. Yeah, one of these times he's gonna grant us one of those rare interviews. Of course, he's always invited to come up.
We got to twist his arm just a little bit harder
and
next time.
He politely declines, which is okay. But I will say this about General Manager, Head Coach Toledo Cherokee, Kenny Miller. The 2 times he came up here for the Tim Hortons Cafe and Bake Shop pregame interview, those are 2 of the best interviews we've ever done in now 5 years up here on the flight deck.
I mean, he's very knowledgeable about the game.
Oh, my gosh. We can talk to him for hours.
Yeah. I mean, just, getting to talk to him. I'll go out there for practice sometimes and just hear and talk about the team and the league. And, it's always a good conversation with Kenny.
No doubt about it, as Wyatt Teague is our flag bearer here this evening, plays for the Metro Little Jets, the Mighty Mites. And one great thing about this Metro Junior Jets hockey organization, the Jets now with 2 players that started just like what Wyatt Teague is doing right now. He was a Little Jet. 2 players now on the Metro Jets.
I know one.
Chase Martin.
I couldn't tell you the other.
And Jaden Provencher, who came from the very bottom. The Little Jets now are on the Metro Jets Junior A hockey program. All from the bottom of the ladder all the way to the top.
That's that development, right? I mean, you get an in-house program, and it's a great thing, and you're starting to see the fruits of that labor. I mean, we'll talk about some of the Toledo guys who kind of did the same thing. They may not have stayed their whole careers there, but 2 great organizations from, I don't even know what they call the youngest players anymore. It used to be when I played Mites.
Yeah, the Mighty Mites. Yeah.
But
now they're Little Jets.
Just seeing that development from the youngest all the way up to seeing some of these, not even kids now, they're young men playing junior hockey.
And who knows, in the next 10 to 12 years, we could be seeing young Wyatt T playing for the Jets.
Well, it'll be against Toledo and
it'll be against Toledo, right?
They'll say, hey, remember that game in 2025?
Right.
I'll say, man, that was a long time ago, Matt. I can't remember that far back.
Let's meet the starting lineups. The Metro Junior Jets hockey organization starting lineups. And first for the visitors out of Toledo, Ohio, the Toledo Cherokee. Starting in goal, the 20-year-old from Trenton, Michigan, the number 30 of Dax Lasiti. Starting on defense, the 20-year-old from Richfield, Wisconsin, the 14 of Landon Edwards. And alongside him, the 19-year-old from Brownstown, Michigan, the 27 of Jay Cormier. Starting at center, the 19-year-old from Kettering, Ohio, the 24 of Hank Davis. Flanking him on his left side in the left wing, the 20-year-old from Toledo, Ohio, the number 8 of Trevin Johnson. And on the right wing, the 20-year-old from Sylvania, Ohio, the 22 of Jake Myers. General manager, head coach, the Toledo Cherokee is Kenny Miller, his 13th season with the Cherokee, assisted by
Todd Omi. Been there quite some time too. Nick Sines, player development.
And the equipment manager you know pretty well.
Yeah, just a little bit.
That'd be Jay Fravor. That's Daddy.
That's
Daddy.
Pause. We'll call him Big Mo.
Big Mo. Starting lineup for the Metro Jets. In goal, the 19-year-old from Teleborg, Sweden, the number 30 of Philippe Hall. On defense, the 19-year-old from Clinton Township, Michigan, the number 9 of Isaac Bunk. And alongside him, the 20-year-old from St. Clair Shores, Michigan, the captain, the 15 of Jake Taylor. Starting at center, the 19-year-old from Grosse Pointe, Michigan, the 3 of A.J. Zakani. Playing him on his left side in the left wing, the 19-year-old from Maribor, Slovenia, the 20 of Luka Pivets. And on the right wing, the 20-year-old from Lakeport, Michigan, the 14 of Sutton Majeski. Head coach of the Metro Jets is Jamie Lovell, his 10th season behind the bench. Director of Hockey Operations, of course, is Justin Kinville. Lovell being assisted today by Jake Howie, Danny Vanderweel, and Mike Sutt, with Randy Wilson up here in the flight deck enjoying his Tim Hortons coffee, courtesy of Kathy Peacock. Thank you so much, Kathy. Mrs. Peacock, Evan Peacock's mom, brought us all coffees. Sutton Majeski's mom brought us cookies. It is the opener, after all. Met Joel Patterson's mom all the way from New Zealand to watch the home opener.
Worldwide.
As we will pause for the playing of our national anthem. Pre-game ceremonies are complete. National anthem is played. It's time to play some USPHL Premier hockey on a Friday night here in Mount Clemens, Michigan. Your referee is Joey Genovese. The linesmen are Grant Lipstaff and Tony Dana. The MetroJets, of course, are the home team, and as what has become a nice tradition in the USPHL for the first half of the season, the Jets will wear the home darks, the blue uniforms, with a white and red trim. They'll be skating right to left on your television screen, or the Toledo Cherokee, who reside just an hour and 15 minutes south of here. Take I-75 to the very first exit on Alexis Road, make a right, go about 3 miles, make another right, you're at Team Toledo Ice House in Toledo, Ohio. They're wearing the road whites today with the black shoulders and red and gray trim. They're skating left to right on your your Black Bear TV television dial. I knew I was going to get that.
That was my biggest fear for our home opener, Matt.
I didn't make that one mistake once in the opener last week. I think Matt Naiman missed it too.
Hey, can't hear us.
That's all right. Puck back in the Cherokee corner, picked up by Landon Edwards, or feeds it back over to Jake Cormier. Cormier now with the puck. He'll feed it back to Edwards. Edwards to Myers. Knocked away by Majeski with a drive. Goes wide of the net. Picked up there by Cormier. Cormier will steer it back over to Landon Edwards. Hopped over his stick. Just underway. 2025-2026 home opener for the MetroJets. Ironically, their second game of the season here at MCIA. They were the road team last week in that 6-1 victory over the MetroJets development program. As Myers deflects it into the Jets zone, Jake Blum will collect. Blum, another one of those returnees. The MetroJets will steer it across over to Aiden Hartzell. Hartzell now to Jackson Stone. Stone will bring it up over to Enric Fournier. Good to see Fournier back in a Jets uniform. Spending last year with the Montreal Phoenix of the Quebec Junior Hockey League before coming back home to the MetroJets. Hartzell double team there by Ethan Gray, the former Motor City Gambler. Jackson Stone trying to dig it out as well. Feeds it across to Blum. Blum with a shot. The foot and score!
Wow.
Aiden Sharon with the goal. And the Jets strike first as Aiden Sharon, the 20-year-old from Livonia, Michigan, his second goal of the season. And the Jets strike first. They lead 1-0.
Just great puck movement there. Throwing it towards the net, hitting the body, pinballing around. Nothing Dax Lucidi could do there. That's what you see. I mean, every time, Metro's going to start off quick here up at MCIA. And if you're Toledo, you're behind the 8 ball now. You got to reset. You got to get a quick mental reset and get back to playing your kind of hockey. You got to take the game away from Metro.
Sharon played last year with the Ironwood Lumberjacks in the Superior International Junior Hockey League. Third leading scorer for the Lumberjacks. Already's got 2 goals in 2 games for the MetroJets, who lead 1-0. And Lucidi makes the save. 18:24 to go here in period number 1. MetroJets up 1-0 on the goal by Aiden Sharon. A minute 18 into the first period.
That's the kind of start you're looking for if you're Metro, right? And that's a complete 180 if you're Toledo. You want to come out and get the first goal. Giving it up that quickly is...
Bouncing puck into the glove of Lucidi. It was Aiden Sharon, his second of the season, from Jake Blum and Aiden Hartzell. Time of that goal, 1:17 of the first period.
Kraus just left the ice.
What's that?
Kraus just skated off the ice.
Oh, Cameron Kraus, perhaps a...
it was an equipment issue. I'm not sure what it was.
That's what we're thinking about, possibly an equipment issue. Aiden Sharon.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was. He's waiting to get back on right now.
From Jake Blum and Aiden Hartzell at 1:17. Give the Jets a 1-0 lead. They put it in by Owen Coulter. Knocked away. Bobby Lee now sends it in. Looking for the 60 of Alex Catalano. Puck comes back over to Coulter. Coulter over to fellow MetroJets elite graduate Corey Anderson, who deflects it in. It's a big jump for Coulter and Anderson to go from the elite squad all the way to the main team on the Jets organization.
Yeah, I mean, it's an accomplishment anywhere to make that jump, even more so to the big Jets. Not even going to the MJDP, making that quick pit stop, coming up all the way straight up to the top dog.
Tyler Fleming will knock it in, the 20-year-old from Essex, Ontario, Canada. Over to Evangelista, back over to Corey Anderson. Anderson now sends it across to Fleming. Fleming cross-ice pass to Jake Taylor, with a shot was blocked there by the 10 of Nathan Sparks. And the puck deflected up in the rafters and out of play. 17-16 to go here in period number 1. MetroJets up by a score of 1-0. It was Sharon's second goal of the season from Jake Blum and Aiden Hartzell at 1:17 to give the Jets a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at a very confident team. You get a goal just over a minute into this game, and Toledo is just, they haven't looked like they did 2 weeks ago. It's crazy how quick it's gone by 2 weeks, but they have not looked like the same team.
Trevin Johnson with some speed. Save made there by Philippe Hall. A rebound, they score! And Toledo strikes back. And just like that, it's 1-1 off the rebound. And it was Jake Myers, the 20-year-old from Sylvania, Ohio, picks up the goal, his second of the season. And the Cherokee respond. We're tied at 1.
I mean, that's just a great heads-up play. Trevin Johnson driving to the net. Jake Myers knowing, I mean, he's played this game his whole life, knowing to drive the net, finding that rebound. But Jake Myers, he's got something to prove. He was one of the last cuts out with the Northern Cyclones in the NCDC. They cut him. He's got a chip on his shoulder. He wants to prove that they made the wrong move.
Hartzell will bring it in. Pressure there by Cormier. It comes back over to Blum. Delayed offside as Hartzell and Cormier discussing some dinner options for after the game. Of course, Hartzell's trying to tell him the Golden Greek closes at 9 o'clock, so we can't go there. Ball comes back. Shot there. That goes wide. Now by Cormier. Comes back now to the 24, Hank Davis. Davis, and he scores! Hank Davis may have been deflected by Myers, and the Cherokee take a 2-1 lead. That may have been a deflection by Jake Myers, his second goal of the game for the 20-year-old of Sylvania, Ohio. Hank Davis with an off-angle shot. Myers deflected past Philippe Hall, and all of a sudden it's 2-1 Toledo.
Yeah, I mean, coaches tell you, go to the net, keep your stick on the ice. They tell the guy, throw it towards the net, try and hit the guy's stick. Matt, you're going to see a goaltending change here for the Jets, but that's another heads-up play.
And indeed we are. And it's going to be Evan Peacock going to be going to be called into relief. Just 3 minutes and 23 seconds into the first period. And Evan Peacock now in goal for the Jets. We'll meet him here in just a little bit. Didn't get a chance to meet Philippe Hall, as icing is the call. We'll catch up on the goals. Jake Myers with the goal on the assist from Landon Edwards at 2:55 of the first period. And then just 27 seconds later, Myers second of the game from Cormier and Davis. That came at 3:22. And all of a sudden, Zeke Fravor, it's 2-1.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about the dream start for Metro jumping out to that early lead, and I mentioned, Toledo needs to find a way to play Toledo hockey. They did it quick. I mean, 2 goals in rapid succession. They've quickly found their game.
Yeah, and the thing is that we talked about even pregame, Matt and I were talking about, and that's something that both of these teams we know can do, and they can do it very well. And we were talking about, let's see what he can do, goaltending coming in. That was just one of those things. Coaching staff, okay, we saw enough. This is a game that's going to be no joke. That's why Evan Peacock got put in there. I mean, it's as simple as that. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's just it's a learning experience for these boys. And trust me, he will have a chip on his shoulder for allowing those in, and that's going to make him a better player right there.
Lasidi makes the save, and let's meet Daxton Lasidi, the 20-year-old from Trenton, Michigan. We mentioned last year, start of the year with the Toledo Cherokee before being sent over to the Mercer Chiefs. With the Chiefs, 13 games played, 275 goals against average, a 923 save percentage. Only played 3 games for the Toledo Cherokee, but he was good. 167 goals against average, 949 save percentage, 1 shutout for the former Bell Tire Hockey Club product, U18 AAA program in the Tier 1 Elite Hockey League. Second stint, though, for Lasidi, coming back to the Cherokee here.
Yeah, and in talking to goaltending coach Matt Wiersbe for Toledo, last year said Dax he can be your guy, but you got a Caleb Krillin and Austin Nowak between the pipes. Where does Dax Lasidi fit in that order? He just found a better opportunity out with Mercer and decided to come back for one more run here with the Cherokee.
Puck goes all the way down to the Jets zone. Icing will be the call. 15:33 to go here in period number 1. 2-1 to score. Aiden Sharon is second of the season from Jake Blum and Aiden Hartzell at 1:17. Then just a minute and 38 seconds later, Jacob Myers, his second of the season from Landon Edwards at 2:55. 27 seconds later, Myers second of the game, third of the season from Jay Cormier and Hank Davis. That came at 3:22. And that sent Philippe Hall to the showers early in favor of Evan Peacock.
Yeah, and every game between these two teams is always so important. I mean, last year it literally came down to that last game up here to see who was going to get home ice advantage in the division final. So Metro wasting no time. They know how important even this game in early, well, I guess late September, but early in the season can be.
And Jamie Lovell, as Matt Naaman and I know, he will not hesitate to pull that rope on making a goaltender change early in the game. Philippe Hall, 3 shots, 1 save for the 19-year-old from Teleborg Steeden. So now Evan Peacock will answer the call for the MetroJets. Brought in by Lease. Lease sends it back with a shot there by the 10. Nathan Sparks goes wide. Now comes back, and now Corey Anderson picks it up. Anderson up to Luka Pivitz, who had a natural hat trick last week in the game against MJDP. Tried to slice through 3 different Cherokee, but Sparks takes it away, the 17-year-old from Trenton, Michigan. Isaac Bunk couldn't keep it in, sends it back over to Jake Taylor. Taylor will send it back in. Hops over to stick of Lasiti, but Jeske met there by fellow 14 Landon Edwards. Comes back to Bobby Lease. Lease now knocks it out into the neutral zone. Picked up by Bunk, but over to Majeski, who sends it in. Lasiti leads it there for Jay Cormier. Cormier, the 19-year-old from Brownstown, Michigan. Second season with the Cherokee, up to Lease off of the skates of Sparks. Comes in on Evan Peacock, and he'll cover it up, forcing a stoppage of play with 13:53 to go here in period number 1. And let's meet Evan Peacock, the 19-year-old goaltender from Carmel, Indiana. Was the emergency backup for 1 game for the Muskegon Lumberjacks, the Clark Cup champions of the United States Hockey League last season. Also played with the MetroJets development program before moving across the locker room this summer. Last year, 13 games played, a .322 goals against average, .882 save percentage for the former Indy Junior Fuel. So play continues into the Cherokee zone. Sharon trying to feed it back to Bunk, but was knocked away. And now here comes Trevin Johnson with a shot into the big paw of Evan Peacock, who hangs on with 13:28 to go here in period number 1.
And here we go.
Little push and shoving as Henrik Fournier, speaking cuss words in French.
You know, I was just going to say these teams are starting to settle in. You're going to see a high-paced hockey game, and Hank Davis and Henrik Fournier decide they're going to share some words.
And Joey
I
Genovese.
would assuming they're going to take them both.
Yes, they are. Couple minors for roughing, 1 on Hank Davis and 1 on Henrik Fournier.
Got some 4-on-4, open up the ice a little
Indeed. Evan Peacock at 29 minutes or 26 minutes and 57 seconds of work last week. Stopped all 17 shots he faced in the Jets' 6-1 victory over MJDP. Shots 4-3 in favor of the Jets at the moment.
I don't know what's harder, warming up before the game and knowing you're not starting and then getting thrown in, you know, a couple minutes in, or warming up for the game, sitting for 45 minutes or an hour, and then getting thrown in halfway through the game.
That definitely, I could just imagine the mental part of it and just the physical
sure.
part of it itself.
Because I'll tell you, you know, I was a goalie and, well, not a very good one, but
That's why you're here.
well, my skills are better suited up in the booth, but I didn't do it the right way. I didn't prepare for the game the same way, whether I was starting or backing up. So, you know, at this level, a guy like Evan Peacock is going to prepare the same way.
Yeah.
Jackson Stone with a puck, trying to sidestep Trevor Johnson, but knocked away by Blum. Blum now over to Majeski. Back over to Blum. Jake Blum now sends it towards the net, deflected wide. Bouncing puck in front of goaltender Lasiti. And now picked up by Jace Weimer, the all-time penalty minute leader in USPHL history. Sends it wide on the offside. By the way, Henrik Fournier for the Jets, Hank Davis for the Cherokee. Coincidental minors for roughing and a 6:31 mark. Still getting used to this new format we have here for looking up stats and stuff.
Yeah, threw me off for sure a couple weeks ago.
I'll show you. It was Sharon's second goal of the season, but it's added one for somehow, some way. I'm sure they'll work it out. That's fine.
Just working out the kinks. We're early in the season.
Yes, we are. Cormier now with the puck. Send it across. Now for the 71 of Cameron Krause. Equipment malfunction fixed and all. Krause knocked away by Peavitz. Peavitz sends it up, and now Jake Taylor's off to the races. Taylor steps up, fires off the shoulder of Lasiti. Comes back to Bunk, now over to Taylor. Taylor sends it across to the goal mouth, looking for Peavitz, who wasn't expecting it. Peavitz pressured there by Landon. Wharton dumps it into the corner. Met there by Landon Edwards. Now back to Cormier. Cormier now to Edwards, too far for him. Collected there by Joel Patterson. His mom all the way from New Zealand to watch the home opener, sitting in the stands tonight. Back to A.J. Zaccani with a shot. Scores! A.J. Zaccani has tied it for the Jets. The 19-year-old from Grosse Pointe, Michigan. His second goal of the season, and we're tied at 2.
He found the open ice. There was nobody within 25 or 30 feet of him, and threading the needle on the pass and just beating Dax Lucidi clean, low blocker. You know as well as I do, that's a tough shot to get to as a goaltender.
And with this being 4-on-4, it really opens up the ice for the speedsters of both teams. A.J. Zaccani was already one of the fastest players in the USPHL last year. And we talked about it in the Vital Title pregame show. He's picked up 2 inches of height and 15 pounds of muscle, and I think about 10 miles an hour.
I know I wouldn't be close to catching A.J. Zaccani. I don't know how anybody can do it at this level.
A.J. Zaccani, his second goal of the season. And again, we talked about it again in the Vital Title pregame show. He's just 19. He doesn't turn 20 until April of next calendar year. He's got a bright future for sure. It was Zaccani, his second of the season, from Jay Taylor and Joel Patterson at 7:57 to pull the Jets to a 2-2 tie.
Yeah, I mean, you look at a guy every year, you know, he has a great rookie season, 51 points last year, 26 of those were goals. You can bring a guy like that back in and have him be a featured piece, even more a featured piece than he was as a rookie. It's always a huge thing at this level of hockey.
Zaccani tied for second. The team in scoring during the regular season, was tied for third in the playoffs for the Jets. And you know him, Stone, you know, Outman, Majeski, you know, the list could go on and on and on. That valuable experience they picked up at the USPHL National Championships. Yeah, it didn't go the Jets' way, especially the last game, a 6-0 loss in Springfield Picks, the eventual national runner-ups. But that experience they picked up, my goodness, they can carry that over to this season.
Yeah, there's not a ton of teams that can say, hey, we brought back all these guys that got to play at the national tournament last year, and you know they're gonna lead our team this year. That's a wonderful thing that Metro has that Toledo can't really say. They haven't been to nationals in a few years.
A little collision there with Anderson and Johnson as Altman gets the puck out. Altman trying to sidestep everybody. And it comes back to Corey Anderson. Anderson now with the puck. He'll fire off the blocker, Lasiti. He'll get his own rebound, send it over to Evangelista, who backhanded towards Lasiti, and Altman may have accidentally caught a stick up in the neck area, incidental or otherwise, with 10:38 to go here in period number 1.
That's Jace Weimer down there. Do you think it was incidental or not?
I'm going to
No
go
comment.
incidental on that.
No comment.
Jace Weimer, his 5th year of junior hockey, started his career all the way back in the 2021-2022 season. Split his time with the Detroit Fighting Irish and the Dells Ducks before spending 2 seasons with the Motor City Gamblers. And now this is his 2nd season and final season of junior hockey with the Toledo Cherokee.
That's a grizzled vet. I mean, you don't see too many guys grinding it out in the jungle here.
Was it Bryce Davis that played 5 years as well for the Cherokee?
Yes, the Cherokee all-time penalty minutes leader.
And we're singing the praises of Jay Taylor here with the MetroJets. This is his 4th year, and we see a lot of turnover here at the MetroJets side of things. It's rare to see players 3 years, let alone 4 years, and that's what we have with the captain, Jay Taylor, who now has the puck. Taylor battles there with a 16 of Alex Catalano, the former Atlanta Capital in the NA3. As Catalano sends it in, looking for Nathan Sparks, one of many former Trenton Trojans on this Cherokee roster.
And that pipeline continues to be very good for Toledo. You know Nick Sines is going to keep going back to that well.
Aiden Hartzell, the former Muskegon Reese Puffer Rocket, double team there. They go into the corner. Nixon Bartlett from the hockey thriving metropolis of Minden, Louisiana, sends it across.
Hey, hockey's a growing sport. They're going back to the desert soon. That's what I'm hearing.
They actually have in the Mobile, Alabama area, there's a pro hockey team going to be moving in there. They're actually currently building the arena right now as we speak in Mobile, Alabama.
3-on-2 if they hurry. As Zakani tried to fit into Hartzell. Comes back to Isaac Bunk, the former Motor City Gambler. We're going to talk about Bunk here in a little bit, but he has absolutely found a home with the MetroJets after spending the last 2 seasons with the Motor City Gamblers.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can pick a guy like that up and bring him here.
Penalty coming. Zakani, now we got a little bit of a brouhaha. Jamison Rose, and now the helmet comes flying off of Zakani. I think the original penalty was going to be on Zakani. And it was 2-minute minor for tripping on A.J. Zakani. Will put the Toledo Cherokee in the power play for the first time this game. And when I'm looking, there it is. 40% on the 2 for 5. Thank you very much.
2 for 5 against Battle Creek a couple of weeks ago.
I'm going to have to expand my notes. Like, again, getting used to the format on the new website.
It's a little different. You gotta do some hunting.
You gotta find some stuff.
Even for a young guy like me, I'm still trying to find my way.
Right.
You'll get there, man.
John Hammer with a shot was blocked there. Back comes the cross. Davis was knocked off the puck there by Majeski. Comes out to Johnson over to Edwards. Edwards now. 2-minute minor for tripping on A.J. Zakani is putting the Cherokee on the power play for the first time. Edwards sent it towards the net. Blocked there by Isaac Bunk. Comes back to Jake Blum, who fires it down into the Cherokee zone.
Some good looks there for Toledo. Just couldn't find those seam passes. Metro just clogging the lanes up and not letting anything get in on Evan Peacock.
Zakani's penalty, 2 for tripping it, coming at the 11-16 mark, and they score!
Wow.
On the power play. Toledo gets the lead back. This one with a man advantage. And it was Hank Davis, the former Cincinnati Cyclone. The 19-year-old from Kettering, Ohio, picks up the goal. And for Davis, that's his 3rd goal of the season. This one on the power play, it's 3-2 Toledo.
Yeah, I mean, nothing Evan Peacock can do there. Hank Davis, Enric Fournier getting tied up, going towards the net. They just come together, run into Peacock.
The way that just went
off.
in, though.
Yeah,
the way that just went in, it was a quick stop, off the skate, off his pad, up, bounced, and just pretty much just rolled in.
Yeah, I mean,
that's just bad puck luck right there. But good puck luck for Toledo.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what it comes down to sometimes in these games. Sometimes, I don't want to say all the time, because every game here, the hardest working team is going to win, but sometimes you got to have a little puck luck.
Yep. And with a game like this, you want all the puck luck you can get.
Oh, for sure.
This is turning into the exact game of what a typical Toledo Metro game looks like. This is how they go.
Comes back to Ian Ingersoll, the former Red River Spartan, one of 2 former Spartans on the Cherokee roster. By the way, it was Hank Davis, his 3rd of the season. See, it keeps adding 1 extra for some reason. But Hank Davis is his 3rd of the season from Trevin Johnson at 11:59, coming on the power play to get the Cherokee a 3-2 lead.
I mean, he's been a great pickup for the Cherokee. You know, Lee Lansdowne couldn't keep him down in Cincinnati, which is unfortunate for them. But it does help when you have a guy like Anthony DeFlora that came to Toledo, played a couple years, and is friends with some of those guys, and can help bring those guys up to Toledo.
Another former Cyclone, Cameron Klein, sends it up to Cameron Krause, former Chicago Cougar, former Casper Roughneck, former Chicago Crush. Played with a lot of teams in 3 years.
Yeah, he was out with PAL out in the NCDC. He wasn't going to get much playing time. Decided he was going to come back to Toledo.
Climbing to Martin to Majeski, who deflects into the neutral zone. Collected there by the 10 of Nathan Sparks. Sparks up to the 16 of Alex Catalano. Speaking of Louisiana, former Louisiana driller is Catalano. Puck comes into the neutral zone. Majeski backhands it into the Cherokee end. Comes right back to Majeski. Majeski will fire it into the corner. Picked up there by Jace Weimer. The 20-year-old from Woodhaven over to the 81 of Logan Klaber. We'll talk about Klaber here in a little bit. Speaking of Klaber, he's got the puck now. Klaber battles there with Pivas as Anthony Dana goes down, the linesman. A little slow to get up. Hopefully he's okay.
Grant Lipstaff chuckling over there on the other side.
Puck comes back to Zaccani. Zaccani with a shot off the pads of Lasiti.
He was really trying to place that shot, too. He had all the patience in the world on
Taylor
that
to
one.
Bunk with a shot, blocked by Klaber. Great defensive play by Klaber. Big Lasiti was ready for Zaccani that time. Puck comes out to Klaber. Klaber brings it in. Back over to Hammer. Hammer with a shot. Bouncing puck goes wide. Puck comes right out and trying to bank it off the backside of Peacock. And the puck was loose in front of him, and he'll hang on with 5:17 to go here in period number 1.
You know, I don't want to jinx this, but it seems we've reached a point where now these teams, you know, this is the first time they've met this year. They haven't seen each other in a little over 6 months here at Mount Clemens. You know,
if
gotta
this
feel it
is
out.
anything of what's to come, just imagine the Coney Cup this year.
Ugh.
Which starts up here this year. A little
Yeah.
Yes,
different.
it does. Starts here, finishes down with you guys.
Yeah, it actually finishes. It ends in Toledo this year. That'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be a little different. Looking forward to that.
Sharon with a burst of speed. Couldn't get a handle on the puck to get a shot off.
I guess we'll have to go down there, Matt. We'll have to show them what's up.
I think I have a banquet that night,
Oh, well.
unfortunately.
Zeke, I guess you and I will hang out.
You got to get your money wet, bank wet.
No, yes, that's it. That's right. I have to go douse my bank. Yes, that's exactly what it is. 4:40 to go. Here in period number 1. Stone with a shot, blocked by Cormier. Stone sends it across, looking for Chase Martin. And what do we have? A Sharon. Off to the other side, Sharon. Helmet, gloves, everything off, and he may have lost a couple teeth, is what they're. I mean, he's looking. Not saying he may have lost a couple teeth, but
Yeah, because I don't know what happened. He was completely behind the play.
And Grant Lipstaff is talking to referee Joey Genovese right now. There may be a penalty that comes out of this. Because Sharon, looking over to the right side, I just caught out of the corner of my eye. He went down in a heap. And doesn't appear to be any kind of call. So we'll say 4:31 to go. Here in period number 1.
Now, this is going to be a good tell right here. How the Jets maintain after something like this. No call regardless, either side. Either side, whichever way this went back there. Who's going to keep their cool? What's going to happen?
That's the biggest thing with the Jets Cherokee game. Who is the most disciplined? Shot there was blocked by Caleb Simpson. Simpson climbing the complete ladder here at the MetroJets. Started with the elite team, played for MJDP last year, is now a member of the Jets. That is Caleb Simpson, the 20-year-old from Davison, Michigan, wears number 12. Paired up with Chase Martin, also coming over from MJDP last year. Davis with a shot, blocked by Simpson, and into the glove of Evan Peacock. And a little bit of extracurriculars in the goal crease. Hank Davis comes up swinging as him and Caleb Simpson discuss dinner options. And Simpson's telling him the Golden Greek closes in 40 minutes. We're not going to be able to make the Golden Greek.
Yeah,
in
hurry
time.
this up. How was that soup today, man? I saw you send me that
it was
picture.
wonderful. The soup was wonderful today.
They always have good stuff, but
And
you know.
the Jets are going to get a penalty out of this. Caleb Simpson, 2-minute monitor for roughing. Cherokee 1 for 1 today and with the man advantage.
Yeah, I mean, Hank Davis got tangled up. He slid into Peacock, and Simpson took a little exception to that. And you saw Martin kind of mixing it up down there. But two guys that have advanced up that know how to play this Toledo team, though.
So the Cherokee on the power play for the second time. They're 1 for 1. Opportunity for the Cherokee to extend that lead. Over to Klaber. Klaber with a deflected shot. Doesn't get all the way through. Goes back in the corner finally. Landon Wharton, and a penalty coming to Landon Wharton. That's going to do it. All 11 seconds of the Cherokee's power play is over. Landon Wharton. Oh, no. Correction.
No, it's going to be a slash. He chopped his stick in half. You see the end
Yes,
of the stick right here.
Majeski.
Yeah, he
2-minute monitor
chopped
for
his stick right
slashing.
in half.
Well,
This adds an interesting layer to the game now. I mean, Toledo already with a 1-goal lead.
2-man advantage for 1:49.
That's where I was going. I mean, you have almost the full 2 minutes. You don't need to get one right away. You can kind of slow things
And
down.
what did I just say? Who's going to keep their cool?
Right.
Yeah, this is, to me, this is uncharacteristic for one of these games to see Metro with all these
Oh,
penalties.
shot there
Yeah.
by Zaccani. Tried to feed it behind the net. It went right in on Peacock, who had to make the save.
That's one of those as a goalie where, you know,
Like,
you got to
hey!
be ready at all times.
I see enough of your shots in
You
practice.
say you get a little friendly fire during the games even.
Right. Just making sure Evan's a lot. You know, make sure he's aware, you know. Jake Blum off the helmet of Kleber. So 2 minutes for roughing on Caleb Simpson, 2 minutes for slashing on Sutton Majeski, and a bouncing puck there on Lasiti. Cormier sends it across over to Cameron Krause. Krause now with the puck. Tied for third of the team in scoring last year in the regular season. Tied for second in the playoffs for the Cherokee. Cormier, Kleber, back to Cormier. Had a little trouble with it. Comes back to Wharton with a shot. Goes wide. Puck comes out. Cormier able to keep it in. Nice play there. Over to Krause. Krause being pressured. Comes back to Landon Wharton. Wharton back over to Cormier. Wharton, 7th leading scorer last year for the Red River Spartans. Over to Cormier. Back over to Wharton. Wharton sends it across. Krause with a shot up high into the netting and out of play. 2:42 to go here.
You know
in
what I
period number
did
one.
notice on that, as well as Toledo was circulating that puck around. Did you notice where that puck was going? Almost every time except one. It was right in their feet. There's no chance of a one-timer. They got to settle that puck down, get it into position. If they can move that puck around and get it tape to tape and not them having to make adjustments on it, they're going to be dangerous.
And Zeke, you can weigh on this here in a second as Edwards now with the puck. Over to Johnson with a shot, patted away there by Peacock. These guys have practiced every day. You know, this is only game number 2 for both clubs. I know the Cherokee played an exhibition game earlier, right before playing Battle Creek on the opener. The Jets played an exhibition game as Peacock makes a save. The Jets played an exhibition game, but this is really only the second game of the season. So those passes aren't quite there yet.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a feeling out period between these guys. I mean, practice is a completely different atmosphere than, hey, this is game 2, but oh my goodness, we're already playing in the best rivalry in junior hockey. You grip that stick a little tighter. You may not finish that pass.
And plus, it's Metro Toledo. You know, you can't overstate that fact. We'll talk about that to the point of nauseum. This is MetroJets versus Toledo Cherokee. This is basically a national championship game during the regular season. Shot there was blocked. Comes back. Nice play there by the 68 of Joel Patterson. Simpson's out of the box. The Jets, towards the end, they take it to the mat. Michigan athlete training penalty kill. Missed check there by Fournier. And both teams now back to full strength. So a great job by the Jets, who are now 2 for 3, and they'll take it to the mat. Michigan athlete training penalty kill.
Maybe that right there was the booster shot that the Jets needed, finishing off this period. Go back into the locker room, collect after this. Hopefully they can just settle this down and start that second period something new and see what they can do.
Aaron Wilson sent it across, knocked away there by Gabe Outman. Pressure there by Tony Venturini. And it comes back over to Isaac Bunk, now to Chase Martin. Martin will bring it in. Off the boards, Jackson Stone trying to feed it to Outman, gets it back after a couple of deflections, and Stone will bring it in. Stone tried to sidestep the 91 of Cameron Klein. Outman knocked to the ice. Picked up there by the 11 of Venturini. 1 minute remaining here in the first period. Fleming with a shot. Bouncing puck goes wide. 2 players intertwined. Outman's helmet is off. And now there's the whistle. Of course, the helmet comes off.
Player safety.
Automatic whistle.
I think we got a penalty coming up here too, Matt.
Indeed, and it's going to be on the Cherokee. Cameron Klein.
You talking to me?
2 minute monitor for holding.
Me?
We talked about Hank Davis, former Cincinnati Cyclone. How about Cameron Klein coming over? The 20-year-old from Dayton, Ohio, who played 2 seasons with the Cyclones before coming to the Cherokee first final year of junior eligibility.
Yeah, I mean, I touched on this in Toledo's home opener. Every time you watch a Cincinnati game when Cameron Klein played for them, I was like, man, that guy just screams Toledo hockey player. I mean, not afraid to go into the hard areas. He's gritty.
Whenever Cincinnati played, Davis and Klein's name were mentioned an awful lot, and so was Caleb Whitson. Shot there. See, made Caleb Whitson, who was a scratch today for Cherokee, also coming over for the Cyclones.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like the haves. The rich get richer, right? I mean,
right.
You get the opportunity to join a team like Toledo, a team like Metro. You're going to jump on that.
MetroJets, only their second MetroJets Foundation power play. It's A.J. Zakani, second of the game, third of the season. And the Jets, a perfect 100% on the power play so far this year. They tie it with 20 seconds left in the first period.
You know, coming in, Kenny Miller and the coaching staff were harping, watch 3, watch 3. Don't let him get free.
No.
3 no free. That's not good. And he's done it twice. He's got a couple of Genos here tonight.
A.J. Zakani had tenders to play in the NCDC. He had a tryout with the Tier 1 junior program. And Zakani and Cormier collide. As Peacock makes a save, and now Blum and Davis go throwing a couple haymakers.
I mean, Hank Davis has been in those little scrums how many times here in this first period.
Right.
But what a first period. I mean, there was games last year you didn't see 6 goals between the two teams, but you've seen that in not even 20 minutes of game time.
Yeah, this is
you can tell it's early in the season.
It is. I mean, both teams are really, in a sense, still, even though it's 3-3, they're still trying to figure each other out.
A.J. Zakani, second of the game, third of the season. This one, the MetroJets Foundation power play from Jackson Stone in 1939. The horn sounds, then period number 1. Shots on goal in the first period. Toledo actually out shooting the Jets, 14-11. A myriad of goal scoring. The Jets led 1-0. Cherokee led 2-1. Jets tied it. Cherokee took the lead back, and the Jets tied again with 20 seconds left. It's 3-3 at the end of one period of play.
I mean, snip, snap, snip, snap. You keep looking your head both ways. Oh, my goodness. Look at all the goals on the board. I mean, there's still 40 minutes of hockey left to be played.
So we're jumping into the National Coney Island first period interview. And for the second time this year already, we're going to talk to this gentleman. He's the one that tied this game in the MetroJets Foundation power play. The 19-year-old from Grosse Pointe, Michigan, A.J. Zakani, already with 2 goals. Standing by with the Mount Clemens Figure Skating Club Online reporter, Sarah Vassar.
Thanks, Matt. So, AJ, so far you have 2 goals, and you just tied the game with 20 seconds left in the first period. What do you think that you guys have to do in the second?
We just got to be stronger on pucks. I think in our own zone, we're not helping our goalie out as much as we should, and if we get pucks out of the zone and get him deep, give him a breather. You know, he could use a rest back there.
So, like I said, you just tied the game. Can you tell us how that goal happened?
Well, it all started this morning. My coworker got me bacon, egg, and cheese, so I thank it all to him, really.
Where was it from?
I want to say Chick-fil-A.
Oh, I didn't know they had that. All right,
Yeah,
well, good luck with the rest of the game. Back up to you guys on the flight deck. I love a bacon, egg, and cheese, so I had to know.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, I could go for a sausage, egg, and cheese, but yeah, bacon, egg, and cheese sounds really good.
I just
Sarah.
love breakfast. I'm a breakfast girl.
There you go. We'll take a short break, about 8 minutes or so. Come back for a first period recap and start of the second period. To score at the end of one period of play, the MetroJets 3, the Toledo Cherokee 3. You're watching MetroJets hockey live exclusively on Black Bear TV. And welcome back to Mount Clemens Ice Arena. We're located approximately 30 minutes northeast of Motown, Detroit, in Mount Clemens, Michigan. It's everything you would expect with a MetroJets Toledo Cherokee game, only adding fuel to the fire. It's the 2025-2026 home opener for the Jets. We played one period of play. We're tied 3-3. My name is Matt Preer, the voice of the MetroJets Hockey Club, alongside the voice of the Toledo Cherokee, Zeke Fravor, Matt Damon, color analyst, Black Bear TV broadcast producer, hitting the buttons, flipping the switches. Tyler Naaman manning the controls at the camera, while Mount Clemens Figure Skating Club on ice reporter Sarah Vassar continues to lurk about the building in search of stories and what have you. And let's jump right into the National Coney Island first period recap, brought to you by National Coney Island, which has been in business since 1965. 60 years in business, and currently owns and operates over 20 restaurants here in southeastern Michigan. Corporate headquarters are located just down the road in Roseville. Home of the original location. Call 1-888-44-CONEY and order now. Zeke, you going to order us some Conies after the game?
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, well, you guys have Tony Pacos down there.
Yeah, Tony Pacos.
Well, you got Rudy's as well, right down the road from Team Toledo Ice House. That's good.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Rudy's.
Not only their dogs over there, but their pickles from there are amazing.
Oh, yeah.
So they give you the regular hot pickles at Tony Pacos.
Yes.
I'm a big fan of the Sweet Hots. I don't know if you ever had the Sweet Hots.
No.
So they're sweet at first, then you get a little bit of that zing. Goes very good with the Tony Pacos.
We come down
hot
to
dog.
Toledo for a Toledo Metro game. You have to take us to Tony Pacos.
Yeah.
You can do a little pregame in, as long as I don't get my my suit all dirty.
Right.
We can wrap you.
Shots
Little
on
saran
goal
wrap.
in the first period. Toledo with 14, the MetroJets with 11. And the flurry of goals started just a minute 17 into the first period. Aiden Sharon, his second goal of the season from Jake Blum and Jackson Stone, gave the Jets a 1-0 lead. But then a minute 38 seconds later, Jake Myers, his second goal of the season for the Cherokee, and the assist from Landon Edwards tied this game at 1. Just 27 seconds later, Myers gave his Toledo Cherokee the 2-1 lead. His second goal of the game, third of the season. On the assist from Jay Cormier and Hank Davis, that came at 3:22. A.J. Zaccani tied it up for the Jets with his second goal of the season on the assist from the captain, Jake Taylor, and the New Zealander, Joel Patterson, his first point in junior hockey. That came at 7:57 to tie this game at 2. Then the team traded a couple power play goals. Hank Davis now being credited, with the goal, his third of the season on the power play from Trevin Johnson. That came at 11:59. Then just 20 seconds left, 20.6 seconds to be exact. A.J. Zaccani is second of the game, third of the season on the MetroJets Foundation power play on the assist from Jackson Stone in 1939 to give us where we're at now, tied at 3.
I mean, a real back and forth affair. I mean, the ice was tilted both ways at times. You got to think the intermission, little 15-minute reset is going to do good for both teams. Both goaltenders can kind of take a step back, get a quick breather, get locked back in, because you still got 40 minutes of hockey to play, and if the first period was any indication, you could be looking at a track meet.
A couple games earlier today, with reference to the Great Lakes Division, Red River Spartans over at the Boston Junior Bruins Showcase, a 4-3 overtime victor over Somang Hockey Club. Good on them, on the Spartans, picking up that big victory. Let's see what else is happening here tonight. Man, this is hard to navigate. With apologies, but this is hard to navigate. Let's see here. I know there's other games. Just got to find them. Right?
You know, Matt, we got to figure out who that is, because she's back again this year.
Who's that?
With that flag.
Oh, yeah.
I know my daughter Paige knows who that is. It's a friend of hers that I don't know. I did ask her sometime last year, and she's like, "Oh, that's so and so." But she is here at almost every game doing just that.
That Spartan-Somang game was the only game of relevance to the Great Lakes Division tonight. Everyone else playing tomorrow, including the Toledo Cherokee, who hosts the Cincinnati Cyclones tomorrow. Lee Lansdowne and his crew will be making the trip up I-75 to Team Toledo Ice House.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting game. I mean, you look at a couple of the guys that Toledo picked up. You look at Hank Davis, you look at Cameron Klein, you look at a Caleb Whitson, who, in my humble opinion, may get a start tomorrow. Perhaps.
It would make sense against his former team.
So we'll see how that goes. Should be an interesting game. I mean, first meeting between the two teams this year. And You know, Toledo seems to have their number every year, but Lee Lansdowne gets those guys to buy in. They always play hard.
Yes, they do. The MetroJets will host the Columbus Mavericks right here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena. The 4-0 Columbus Mavericks. Vital title pregame show at 4 o'clock. Face-off at 4:30. Second period underway here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena. MetroJets, of course, the home team. Wearing the patriotic dark blues, the white and red trim. They're skating left to right on your television screen, and you just saw Isaac Bunk with a chop slash to negate that scoring opportunity.
We just call that a stick lift. That's hard-working stick lift, Matt.
Yes, indeed. Sutton Majewski through the legs of Cormier, but couldn't get the shot off. As the Toledo Cherokee wearing the road whites with the black shoulders and red trim. And they're skating right to left in your television dial.
Which I don't know if you've noticed, Matt, but do you remember last year that red was almost like a light pink?
Almost, yeah.
They got new jerseys this year. That's Cherokee red.
Yes, indeed. Almost blood red, isn't it?
Hey, does the job. It's
Sharon
intimidating.
fires, looking for the top side, just missed. Sharon has got a bullet. Doesn't matter if it's a wrist shot, a snap shot, or especially a slap shot. We have yet to see a slap shot by Sharon in a regular season game, but he has fired it off in training camp. My goodness, it is a freaking cannon. Jake Baum avoids the check, but lost control of the puck. Cormier now over to Landon Edwards. Edwards pressured there by Sharon, gives it back over to Cormier. Cormier off of referee Joey Genevieve's skates, who does get it over to Landon Edwards. Edwards wraps it around the boards in the neutral zone, and Rick Fournier dumps it right back in, picked up by Aiden Hartzell. Hartzell knocks it over into the corner, tries to skate around Cormier, but Landon Edwards gets there first. Picked up there by Ethan Gray. Gray now to Bobby Lease. Lease brings it in. He'll fire it down into the corner. Caleb Simpson to go after it. Pressure there by Cameron Krause, but knocks it over to Chase Martin. Martin now to Joel Patterson. A little too far for Ryder Novak. Patterson couldn't keep it in. As Jamison Rose avoids the check, the former Toledo St. Francis de Sales Knight. You know that school well, do you?
I know him a little bit. Great school, Matt.
Yes, Rose and Hartzell intertwined. And Peacock, in the midst of all that, makes a save with 17:36 to go here in period number 2. Do got to thank Evan Peacock's mom, Kathy Peacock, for the Tim Hortons coffee.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
Oh, just that extra. 'Cause I like my coffee dark roast black. Nothing in it. But the best Tim Hortons dark roast is from Canada. A Tim Hortons regular in Canada is a Tim Hortons dark roast in America. The Tim Hortons Canadian dark roast, oh my God, you will smell colors. It is awesome.
Well, we got our cookies we've been munching
Oh,
on.
thank you to Sutton Majewski's mom for the cookies. You know, we will happily accept food and beverages up here.
Anytime, anytime.
Any of the parents
You remember, what was it, last year or the year before? We had, who was that all the way from Florida?
Juan Carlos Otero.
Yeah, Otero. He'd bring us, he'd DoorDash us donuts and coffee.
Donuts and oh my gosh. No, the ultimate, we got to get AJ Zaccani's mom, Nicole Zaccani. We got to get her to send us up. She makes this lasagna pizza thing I was being told about. And by the way, thank you, Nikki Zaccani, for the bread this week. One of the players brought it over to the dorm.
Nice.
We got. I can't remember what it's called. It's a lasagna pizza type thing, and the name escapes me. I could probably look it up and see what it is, but I'm in the midst of calling a game right now.
Yeah, why don't you go back to do your job, Matt?
Yeah, Nikki, you get a chance, text that over to what it is, please. Catalano will send it in. Bobby Lee's wrapped up there by Jake Taylor, but gets away from him over to Cameron Klein. Couldn't keep the puck in. Now it's going to bother me. I got to find out what it was.
I'm going to also put in a request.
You got 16 minutes and 35 seconds, and you can wait.
Breakaway here, Outman.
Breakaway, Outman with a shot. He scored! Gabe Outman makes it 4-3. And Outman, the 19-year-old from Cadillac, Michigan, picks up the goal for the Jets. It's his first of the season, and the Jets have the lead back at 4-3.
Well, back and forth affair. I said it as we were preparing to start this period. I mean, Not as quick of a start in this period as it was the beginning of the game for Metro, but again, a MetroJet somehow finds a gap, finds a seam in the Cherokee defense, and another breakaway. Another defensive breakdown for Toledo that you know is going to drive Kenny Miller crazy.
4-3 now the score for the Jets as Gabe Outman picks up the goal. His first in the season from Owen Coulter, and Jake Taylor, who's now got 2 points at 3:26 to give the Jets a 4-3 lead. And it's called focaccia.
Focaccia.
It's a lasagna pizza type thing. I've seen, there's a picture of it.
I've never had it, but it sounds amazing.
It's amazing. AJ raves about it. AJ Zaccani just raves about it.
I still haven't been able to put my request
Blunk with
in,
a shot, just went high and wide. Wraparound attempt, comes back over to Jake Blum. Blum fires. Save made there. Lasidi couldn't get a handle on it. Bounced right off the logo. And here come the Cherokee back the other way. Jake Myers, he's got 2 goals. Knocked away there by Isaac Bunk. And sent all the way down. Penalty coming. And AJ Zaccani taking exception to that hit by Logan Klaber. And Zaccani and Klaber intertwined. Big hit on Jackson Stone, who went headfirst into the boards. And this could be more than 2 on the Cherokee.
Yeah, you're starting to, as much as I hate to say it, kind of what happened last year in those Toledo Metro games.
And Zaccani's going to go off, by the way. But
yeah,
he's defending his teammate.
Yeah, I mean, you can't get mad at that. I mean, one of them borderline hits that the referee is always going to call, right? I mean, you were a ref, I was a ref. You look at a guy's starting to get a little low, big hit, dangerous hit. Referee 9 times out of 10 is going to call that.
And this is going to be a discussion with Joey Genovese and linesman Grant Lipstaff, as well as Tony Dana. They're going to talk about this. Klaber could be going off for more than 2. Zaccani's going off for 2 for defending his teammate.
Metro's bench ended up with Hank Davis's stick.
And you see the captain, Jake Taylor, and Jace Weimer, though not wearing the C, would assume he's the captain. You would think.
The quote-unquote captain.
Yes.
Without the C on his jersey. That's kind of a weird thing. You know, Toledo usually always names a captain. Haven't done that this year, but you got to think a guy like Jace Weimer played all these games in junior hockey, commands respect in the locker room.
Extra guy going to the box for Toledo.
2 and a 10?
And normally, it's a 5-minute major going up on the board. And that's going to hurt. That is going to hurt. We'll see what the penalties are here in a second. And Kenny Miller is not thrilled. Coincidental minors, it seems, on Edwards. Looks like Edwards and Zaccani. And the Jets, a 5-minute power play. MetroJets Foundation power play. They are a perfect 100% with a man advantage. A 5-minute major for boarding on Logan Klaber. No game misconduct, though, so that's good news. AJ Zaccani and Hank Davis, coincidental minors for roughing. And that's where we're at. So a 5-minute major for boarding on Klaber. 2-minute coincidental minor roughings for Zaccani and Davis. And the Jets will go on the MetroJets Foundation power play. Of course, every power play goal scored by the MetroJets, the MetroJets Development Program, and MetroJets Elite. On home ice here at Mount Cummins Ice Arena, a donation is made to one of the many youth organizations within the Metro Detroit area. As Krause and Stone were wrapped up and intertwined.
Krause may have gotten away with one there. He kind of gave him a small little tug on that shoulder. He may have gotten away with one, but in the name of game management, no call.
Peacock will play it there for Jackson Stone. Stone will bring it in. Second year with the Jets. The 19-year-old from Muskegon Mission leads it for Joel Patterson. Patterson leads it over for Majeski. Majeski to Taylor. Taylor to Stone. Quick pass to Majeski, who tried a one-timer, went wide. Puck kept in by Jake Taylor. Taylor feeds it across over to Stone. Stone back to Taylor with a drive. Goes wide. Bouncing puck there was off Edwards' skate. Majeski battles with him. Sharon is there. How confident is head coach Jamie Lovell? Keeping Sharon out there as well as Patterson, as Majeski with another drive. Comes back to Stone. Stone with a shot off the blocker of Lasiti. Comes back to Majeski. Cross ice over to Stone. Stone feeds it back to Majeski, trying to feed it to Taylor. Knocked away by Nathan Sparks.
Those passes just a little bit off. Even on those one-timers for the Jets there, just a little bit off. They can't get that clean shot off, kind of fluttering on them a little bit.
Matt knows it's serious now. The Dr. Pepper Zero.
Oh,
come
boy,
out.
here we go.
Yeah.
That stuff
Game
got me
on.
in a chokehold. It's not good.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that stuff is good for being a zero sugar.
Isaac Bonk with a shot. Goes up in the netting and out of play.
I had one of those last year for the first time.
Oh, they're so
and
good.
man, it was good.
You can't taste the difference. I know there's people, I can taste the difference.
No, you
There's
can't.
literally no
You
difference.
can't, and I'll tell you what,
Some
I
of them,
love
yes.
Dr. Pepper.
Oh, yeah.
I tell you what, go to Chick-fil-A, spicy chicken sandwich, extra pickles. Always got to get that Dr. Pepper.
Chick-fil-A.
Oh. We're getting one by my house finally, and I'm very excited. I'm worried I'm going to get fat again, though.
Down at Advent Health Center Ice Rink in Wesley Chapel, Florida, home of the Tampa Bay Juniors, they have Mr. Pibb Zero on fountain, in a fountain drink. And I finally found one in Michigan, Mr. Pibb Zero, at Haleburger up in Bertrand, Michigan. Mr. Pibb Zero. I have never seen it in a can yet.
I hit that probably once a year. I'll hit that on our trips up north. You know,
Haleburger?
we go right by it. Yep.
Double olive burger, baby. Oh,
I don't do the olives.
Oh, man. And icing call on the power play. Jamie Lovell is not going to like that.
Cardinal sin of the power play.
Yes,
Don't
indeed.
ice the puck. Don't take that low percentage pass. You make that pass that you know is going to convert. And that stretch pass off the wall is a very low percentage pass. That's not going to make Jamie Lovell happy at all.
Shots 11-4 in favor of the Jets here in the second period.
But so far, Toledo's actually looking pretty good on this 5-minute major right now. The Jets really haven't made any much good pressure on Toledo right now. They've been able to keep them outside.
I read that wrong. It's 4-1. See what I mean about the format's different? Yeah, it's 4-1, not 11-4. Sorry about that. I made them. That was my error. I made a mistake, Matt, the first time all season.
At least you didn't make a racing reference yet.
Not yet.
It's coming.
Oh, yeah. I already made one reference to the broadcast entity earlier today. You missed that.
Yeah, I got that one.
Lasiti will hang on to it with H.A. Zakani right there. It's probably wise.
But you recovered really well with that.
Yes.
You did.
Yes.
You did good. I know it's a big transition. You generally have a little bit of a problem every year going from racing to hockey.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't said car number somebody yet.
So I shouldn't call anything a track meet, right? No meet, no
You
race.
yeah, track meet's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, track meet. 2 minutes left in the 5-minute major for boarding on the Cherokee's Logan Klaber.
Well, Joe Mueller, one of the scouts here for the Jets.
Uh-oh.
Matt.
Cameron Krause, 1 second. Cameron Krause on a break. Shot there, saved by Peacock. And he'll cover it. And just as he got rid of it, the whistle blew with 12:39 to go here in a second. Sorry about that, Matt.
Well, Joe Mueller, he said congratulations, and he congratulated you on remembering your headset here today.
Yes, I appreciate that. Yeah. Last week I forgot my headset, so I had to use Matt's. And it was sitting right on my dresser. You know, I live 15 minutes away now, so I have no excuse. Majeski over to Stone. Stone shot just wide. Lasiti knocks it away there for Weimer. Kicks it over to the 19 of Ian Ingersoll. Not out, kept it by Stone. Nice hit by Landon Wharton. Taylor to Zakani. Zakani tried to feed it over to Sharon. Comes back to Majeski. Majeski knocked away there by Wharton. And comes back and knocked away again, that time by Cameron Krause, who dumps it in. Evan Peacock will play it. 1:15 to go in the power play. Jake Taylor. Long stretch pass to Sutton Majeski, who deflects it in. Fellow 14, Landon Edwards grabs it. Knocked into the boards there. Hard by Sandro Evangelista. And Edwards just kind of went down awkwardly. There was nothing unusual about that check. It wasn't from behind. It was just
he was a bit off balance going in, and
perhaps he toe picked.
Yeah, the check kind of didn't help him with momentum because he couldn't really slow down. So that's one of those ones that, you know, he got up, he skates it off. It's one of the ones that I'm sure it hurt, but looks worse than what it really was.
Throw some dirt on it.
Yeah, and you've seen it a lot more. It goes unnoticed a lot of times, but you get two guys coming in, a small shove right on the small of the back.
No doubt.
I mean, we can't see it. We can hardly see it. It's hard for the rest to see it. They're at ice level. I mean, but that's kind of becoming an increasing problem where you see some of those awkward.
That's one of the things, and that's the advantage for us up here, is that we're seeing things from a different angle up here. Just like, you know, all you guys watching here on Black Bear TV land right now are with the camera being up where it's at. You're able to see things just a bit differently than ice level. Where
We
the
have
ref,
the best
where the
seat in
coach
the
is
house.
at. Yeah.
There's no question about it. But even we miss stuff up here
Yes.
from time to time.
Yep.
Chase Martin will go give chase.
But
No pun
ultimately,
intended.
those the refs have the final say, regardless of what we see.
Indeed. 35 seconds left in the power play. Martin now to Ryder Nova. Nova tried to feed it to Patterson, who knocked it away there from Myers. Tried to feed it to Gabe Outman. Comes back to Outman, looking for Patterson. Gets it back, now to Chase Martin. 25 seconds left. Martin sends it across. Buck deflected there by Patterson, goes wide. Patterson now over to Henrik Fournier. Fournier steps up, fires wide, up high and wide. Back over to Patterson. Patterson steps it up, fires off the shoulder of Lasiti. Patterson, the 18-year-old from Queenstown, New Zealand, over to Ryder Nova, the former Detroit Country Day Yellow Jacket. Back over to Martin off the pass from Fournier.
Full strength.
Martin sent it across, save made. Big penalty kill by the Toledo Cherokee.
That was huge. That was huge for Toledo right there. They really needed that save on that 5-minute major right there. So they're going to be looking to crawl back into this game and tie this up.
I mean, getting a couple of opportunities shorthanded as well.
Yeah.
Picked up there by Jamison Rose. Rose will bring it in. The 19-year-old Toledo native. Sends it in. Martin wraps it around the boards. Gabe Outman goes after it. Here comes Outman. He's got Ian Ingersoll right next to him. Kicks it away. Picked up by Sparks. Sparks sends it over the corner. Owen Coulter is there. Coulter pressured there. Gets it over to Varelli. Varelli now to Jake Blum. Blum now out trying to feed to Outman. Wasn't expecting to pass. Comes back to Varelli through the legs. Looking for Coulter. Instead found Nathan Sparks. Sparks now to Bobby Lease. Lease now back over to Sparks. Knocked away there by Blum. Here comes Aiden Hartzell the other way. Hartzell, big hit and a penalty coming to Alex Catalano. Knee to knee, could have been knee to knee. It looked possibly like knee to knee.
Call for a trip.
And call for a trip. Jets go back in the MetroJets Foundation power play.
You know, and that's where I wish we had the replay, because to me, looking at that right there at the blue line, it actually looked like a shoulder-to-shoulder connection to me.
It could have been, it was almost like it was one of these.
Body
like
to body,
shoulder,
yeah.
Shoulder, knee. I mean, it was one of those, you know what I mean?
It could have went either way. I mean, and that's another point of emphasis for referees now, is watching for that, you know, a guy sidesteps.
But yet again, we're here, they're there, they have the final say.
So the MetroJets back in the MetroJets Foundation power play. They're 1 for 2 in this game. Majeski over to Sharon. Does Zakani looking for Stone, who had a wide open net and misfired. Picked up by Landon Wharton. Wharton will send it in. Played 9 games for the Rock Springs Grizzlies in the NCDC 2 seasons ago. Taylor now to Zakani. Zakani's got 2 goals today. Zakani around Cormier with a shot. Save made by Lasiti.
He did a fantastic job holding up with him, cutting right across like that, staying down. Good job stopping that puck.
AJ Zakani. My goodness, Zeke.
There's not much more you can say. I mean, he's had countless opportunities here tonight. He's capitalized a couple times, and somehow he still is finding the soft spots in the Cherokee defense.
9:16 to go here in period number 2. 4-3 the score. The Jets on top. On the goal by Gabe Outman. Shot there, save made by Lasiti. Rebound comes out, puck is loose, and Lasiti covers it up. With 9:07 to go. Gabe Outman was right there looking for his second goal of the game.
Lasiti's had quite a bit of action here in this period, in the second period, Matt. I mean,
All right, I'm taking a look at this, Zeke. I'm thinking we may have just as many people standing around that we do in the stands.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty close. But again, this is a typical Toledo Metro crowd matchup. And it might actually be a little shy.
Stone, shot, save, made, rebound of the Majeski. Couldn't come across, now back over to Taylor. Taylor now. He'll fire, save made by Lasiti, and he'll hang on. Shots 10-3 now in favor of the Jets. I'm reading it right this time. Yeah.
You sure?
Just gotta get used to it, that's all. Just gotta get used to it. Alex Catalano, 2-minute monitor for tripping at 10:09. See, you gotta scroll forever to get to a penalty.
Is there not a filter on that to take off shots? And all
No.
that?
If there is, I haven't found it yet. That's what we had on the old side. You know, we had the filters to go right to where you needed to go. Taylor over to Stone. Stone on his knees, back over to Taylor. Taylor to shot, saved by Lasiti.
Good awareness by Stone.
Sharon was right there at the doorstep.
That was some good awareness by Stone, knowing where his player was at up top and able to feed that right to him when he was down on his knees.
Henry, and that's the second straight series there where a MetroJet player gets around the Toledo defense and is all alone in front of Dax Lasiti. I mean, it's been a common theme here tonight, and nothing seems to have been changed so far on the defensive side of things for Toledo in that regard.
Myers gets it out. Pressured there by Zaccani, who knocks him to the ice. Offside, though, the call. 8:20 to go here in period number 2.
Got to be some tired penalty killers here for Toledo. I mean, you kill a 5-minute off, you get 30 seconds, a minute.
Yeah, and then to go right back into it again. That makes it tough.
The next time these two teams meet will be on Friday, November 7th, right here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena. Game 1 of the 2025 Coney Cup. The next day, Saturday, November 8th, down at Team Toledo Ice House for Game 2 of the 2025 Coney Cup. And then, as we mentioned, Saturday, November 22nd, Day 3 of the 2025 USPHL Detroit Showcase. Right here, Mount Clemens Ice Arena.
For that Coney Cup, I'd like to thank Zeke for putting us up in the hotel there for Toledo to do this Coney Cup with them.
That. Both teams back to full strength, by the way. That Holiday Inn Express right across the street from the Toledo Speedway, that's a great place, by the way.
Yeah, it's usually where the teams stay if they, out of town, come in for a couple of nights. Red River usually. Cause
I got some ISG points I might be able to use for that.
hook a brother up for the showcase, Matt.
Right. Picked up there. Jamison Rose knocked to the ice by Aiden Hartzell. Hammer now. Shot there. Save made. A shot by Venturini. And Chase Martin intercepted by Venturini again. Venturini over to Hammer. Hammer with a shot. Kicked away by Fournier. That comes back to Aiden Hartzell in the neutral zone. Hartzell now. He'll step out, fires off the skate of Bartlett. And here comes Rose the other way. Knocked to the ice by Chase Martin.
Toledo not too happy about that one.
No, they're arguing that it was the same hit that was on earlier. And that one comes off. Tyler Fleming's helmet comes off.
And that one there, what was different about that is his leg was actually extended on that hit. You could really, really see it. So I'm really surprised after that call there at the last one on the blue line, that one did not get called. But yet again, we have a different view than what they have from down there.
Very true. 6:54 to go here in period number 2. The Jets clinging to a 4-3 lead on the goal by Gabe Outman. His first of the season from Owen Coulter and Jay Taylor at 3:26 of the second period. Shot there by Kraus goes wide off the face-off. Owen Coulter spins around, 3 different Cherokee to get it over to Caleb Simpson. Simpson now deflected there by the 8 of Sandro Evangelista. Cormier sidesteps Corey Anderson, but Evangelista picks his pocket. Sends it across, and Corey Anderson with a shot, save made. Good way off the top of the pad of Lasiti. Here comes the Cherokee the other way. Kraus pressured there by Isaac Bunk. Coulter knocks it out of the neutral zone. Picked up by Cormier. Cormier off the boards to Edwards, picked off by Isaac Bunk. Buck now to Corey Anderson. Anderson shot into the glove of Dex Lasiti, who hangs on. So now, the surprise for the Detroit Showcase. Guess who's coming to see us for the Detroit Showcase?
Surprise me.
The Charlotte Rush.
Trevor Jewell gets to make a
coming
homecoming
to Mount Clemens, Michigan. Yes, indeed. And your Toledo Cherokee gets to play the Rush. So do we.
Oh,
Indeed.
Your Metro Charlotte game here. Is there one in Tampa, perhaps, as well?
No, there will not be a Charlotte Metro game in Tampa because it's going to be here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena. Oh, I can't wait for that. But the headliner that Saturday night, Metro Toledo, more than likely the headliner of the Friday portion of the Detroit Showcase will be the Jets Charlotte Rush. But the headliner of that Sunday, more than likely, Rush Toledo.
I mean, you're going to have some packed crowds here
all
day long for that showcase, all weekend long for that showcase.
Yep.
I mean, you get high marquee matchups like that.
And we get the Charlotte Rush who are going to come up here.
That's exciting.
I
love,
know.
I love
You didn't
calling
know
Charlotte.
that? Oh, yeah.
I haven't paid any
ya.
attention. I've been so busy with work.
Ya. I got you. Yeah, the Charlotte Rush will be making their way up from Pineville, North Carolina to come see us here at the 2025 USPHL Detroit Showcase. And their schedule is not easy. Though they got the Fresh Coast Freeze, the Red River Spartans, the MetroJets, and the Toledo Cherokee.
They get a couple warm-up periods, right? I mean, there'll be tough games to start off, but they get increasingly tougher towards the end of that.
Yes, they do. As the puck skate into the Jet zone, Jake Taylor now to Gabe Outman, who deflects it into the neutral zone. Goes after it, but picked off there by Jace Weimer. Puck comes back into the Jet zone. Taylor again, now to Outman. Trying to knock out the puck there by Cameron Klein. Toledo, they don't have it easy. At the Detroit Showcase, they'll play the Chicago Cougars, of course the MetroJets, the Charlotte Rush, and the Chicago Crush.
Rush to crush.
Rush to crush, yes. While the MetroJets, the hosts, the tri-hosts, will play the Chicago T-Rex, the Charlotte Rush, Toledo Cherokee, and the Chicago Crush. Not bad.
I mean, that's kind of the point of these showcases, right? You get to see teams you don't normally get to see, and it's always exciting when you get a team from the South that comes up here, or vice versa.
The Toledo Cherokee have played the Chicago Crush before, while the MetroJets development program are division rivals with the Crush. These MetroJets have never played the Chicago Crush before, so that's going to be interesting for sure.
And the Crush, one of those teams that are always going to play hard, and they're going to give you a run for your money every time you come out to play them.
Isaac Bunk through everybody except for Klaber. And Klaber landing awkwardly. No, that's not Klaber. That's Chase Weimer was landed awkwardly in the boards. He's still staying on the ice. Lasiti leaves it there for one. Decides to pass it over instead. He realizes his teammate's hurt. Weimer's got to get off the ice. I mean, he's in some pain. Here comes Zaccani. Zaccani around Weimer. Backhand shot. Saved by Lasiti. And now we got a, and wow. We got a brouhaha, and the goalie creates a Dax Lasiti. And somebody is on top of, and that's Catalano is just throwing haymakers at somebody in the crease. And Catalano's night is over. He was throwing haymakers at Jackson Stone. And his night's over. And that could be another 5-minute power play for the Jets. Catalano just jumped on top of Jackson Stone and was throwing just haymakers while he was down on the ice. And
can't we all just get along?
But, you know, you kind of look
and
at
Jackson
that.
Stone's like, I mean, here's your stick. I mean, I don't know what I did, but.
You kind of look at it. The first period, Metro couldn't keep their cool, ended up with a few penalties. Toledo had a very, very good period. Second period, Metro's playing very well, and Toledo is starting to lose their cool.
You know why that happened. There's a certain guy on the bench called Jamie Lovell, And if you have ever heard him in a locker room when he is not happy, it's not a good thing. So when he talks or he yells,
by the way. They must have been listening. I found a filter. Look. Filter. I found a filter.
Look at that.
I found a filter. So now that makes that a little easier. But we'll get the penalties here in a little bit.
After they get this sorted out, they're still talking.
Yeah, this has the potential to be a
3:37 to go.
long conversation.
Catalano's night's over. I mean, he threw about a good 6 or 7 haymakers
Weimer,
on Jackson Stone.
I'm looking at Weimer right here off to the side, and he's got a pretty bloody face right now.
Okay. Yeah, they see blood on the ice right there. The Jets logo to the left side.
Yep.
I mean, how many bodies were down there? You had AJ Zaccani actually got pulled away by Dax Lasiti. Said, "Hey,
that's enough. Come on."
Yeah, you don't have a helmet on one.
Right.
Let's keep you out of this. A little bit of sportsmanship.
So we're gonna get all this sorted out. Joey Genovese, one of the very best in the USPHL. Of course, you get the big dogs when you get a game like Toledo and Metro for sure.
At that showcase, they're going to have to bring in all the big dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm sure we'll see these guys. Alexi will be in here. I can tell you that for sure.
So a 5-minute major, that's going to be changed. That's going to be a fighting. That's going to be a 5-minute major
there's
for
a
fighting.
2-minute.
And a game misconduct.
And then there's a 2-minute up there for the Jets.
Yep, and that's going to be
probably a rough.
And that's going to be, okay, there it is. 5-minute major for roughing. There is such a thing, but a 5-minute major for roughing and a game misconduct on Alex Catalano. So his night's over.
Yep.
And Jackson Stone, 2-minute minor for receiving. Roughing is roughing.
Probably. To appease, I mean, you're not going to appease all parties in that, obviously.
No.
You get a player that's kicked out.
I'm trying to remember the one odd penalty we saw last year, and I don't recall what game it was, but it was just an odd penalty that you just don't ever see. You don't hear. It's in the books. You can do it. I'll have to research that.
By the way,
and see
2-minute minor for roughing on Jackson Stone. 5-minute major for roughing.
And a game
misconduct on Alex Catalano. So we're going to stay we're going to go 4-on-4 for 2 minutes, and then the MetroJets will go on their 4th power play of the game. They're 1 for 3.
Yeah, they'll have a 3-minute power play at a free-for-all right there.
Pretty much.
So Toledo's going to have to fight that one off because
Taylor shot deflected wide.
If Metro decides to get it going, that could be dangerous. When you got 3 minutes, you can score all you want. Toledo's going to have to turn it up.
The only other time we were 4-on-4, AJ Zaccani tied this game at 2-2. That was in the first period. Zaccani's on the ice. Pressure in Landon Edwards.
Yeah, that was right. That was 20 seconds left, I believe.
Yep. Picked up Jake Myers. Myers with a shot. He's got 2 goals today. Peacock had to fight that one off of the blocker. Picked off there. Save made by Peacock. Nice turnover by Jake Cormier, who kind of turned Jake Blum inside out. And now Zaccani off to the races. Lasiti's coming out to play it. He tried everything he could. Tried to avoid Lasiti.
I'll tell you, skaters can hardly avoid AJ Zaccani. They can't catch him. That's got to be 10 times harder in that goalkeeping equipment.
Oh, no doubt. Picked up by Isaac Bunk. Pressured there by Cameron Krause. Reliving their Cougars versus Gambler days, Bunk and Krause. Patterson wasn't expecting it. Picked up by Ethan Gray. Speaking of former Motor City Gambler. Former Lake Tahoe Laker. Gray, the leading scorer last year for the Motor City Gamblers in the regular season.
And he's a guy that came in very late, just 2 days before the season started, had a day or 2 of practice, and it was immediately slotted in on the second line on opening night, just 2 days later.
Well, leading scorer for the Gamblers last season, was the third leading scorer for the Lakers 2 years ago. As the 4th MetroJets Foundation power play now commences. Minute 35 to go here in the second period. 4-3 to score. Jets out in front. And this is a 5-minute major. That penalty does not come off the board should the Jets score. Picked up by Martin. Martin with a shot, save off the post. It went off a stick, then off the post. Behind goaltender Dax Lasiti. And it comes all the way down to Evan Peacock, who has settled down since allowing a goal in relief of goaltender starter Philippe Hall. Peacock has settled right in.
And that decision by Jamie Lovell to change goaltenders quickly is looking increasingly better as each minute passes.
1 minute left, a shot over the heart, so save made by Lasiti. Big stop by Dax Lasiti. Comes back to Majeski now, over to Sharon. Sharon lets it go for Fournier. Fournier now, over to Majeski.
Well, I'll tell you what, right now, he is a big part of why Toledo is still in this game, only down by one.
Chase Martin, the blackhands it over to Aiden Sharon. Back over to Martin. Martin sends it towards an end, deflected by Hartzell, trying to deflect it through the legs. Picked up by Sharon. 28 seconds left. Over to Chase Martin. Martin cross-ice pass to Eric Fournier, but a shot deflected wide. Puck comes back on the other side and deflected down by Trevin Johnson. Took a weird hop off the stanchion of the glass.
That one went right off of Dana. That's why that one was able to stay in the neutral zone.
Puck comes across. 8 seconds left here in period number 2. There's still going to be about a minute 22 left in the power play as the horn sounds to end period number 2. Shots on goal in the second period. Toledo with 7, 2-period total of 21. Well, the MetroJets with 16, 2-period total of 27. 1 goal in that period. Gabe Outman, his first of the season, from Owen Coulter and Jay Taylor at 3:26, has given the Jets a 4-3 lead heading into the second period intermission. DTS Drivetrain Specialist second period interview coming up here in moments, as we're going to talk to the man who gave the Jets the 4-3 lead, Gabe Outman. Second year with the Jets, the 19-year-old from Cadillac, Michigan, the former Cadillac Viking.
Now, is this interview going to be more entertaining than the first interview?
Well, Gabe's got a lot to live up to as he's standing by with Mount Cummins Figure Skating Club. Our next reporter, Sarah Vassar.
Thanks, Matt. So, Gabe, your goal is the one that broke the tie. Can you walk us through how that happened?
Well, I saw everyone pushing forecheck on JT, and I love cheating. So I just got as close to the blue line to the corner as I could and just was waving my stick, praying that he saw me, and he eventually found me, go in. Shot in the shooting room for 2 hours today, so that looks like that paid off.
So heading into the third period, what do you think that your team has to do to keep this lead?
We just got to keep up the intensity. No dumb hits, no dumb penalties. You know, it's a 5-on-5 game. Unless they do something dumb, we just can't be in the box for any of it.
So we're learning what everyone had for breakfast today. What'd you have for breakfast?
So breakfast, I had 4 eggs, 2 pieces of toast with expired butter on it, and I think I had a coffee with warm vanilla creamer.
Okay, we need to get you some new butter. All right, good luck with the rest of the game.
Matt, that's your responsibility.
Oh, my God.
You said make it entertaining.
Yes, indeed.
You done it. You got it.
Thank you very much, Sarah. We'll take a short break, about 8 minutes or so. Come back for a second period recap and start of the third period. The score at the end of 2 periods of play, the MetroJets 4, the Toledo Cherokee 3. You're watching MetroJets hockey live exclusively on Black Bear TV. And welcome back to Mount Clemens Ice Arena. We're located approximately 30 minutes northeast of Motown, Detroit, in Mount Clemens, Michigan. The 2025-2026 home opener for the MetroJets here at MCIA. The score at the end of 2 periods of play, the MetroJets 4, the Toledo Cherokee 3. My name is Matt Preer, the voice of the MetroJets Hockey Club up high in the flight deck. Soon to be joined by special guest color analyst, the voice of the Toledo Cherokee, Zeke Fravor. Also our Black Bear TV broadcast producer and normal color analyst, Matt Naiman. Getting the headset put back on. Tyler Naiman, as always, at the controls of the camera. While Mount Clemens Figure Skating Club on Ice reporter Sarah Vassar continues to stalk the property in search of whatever she's looking for.
So, I didn't get a chance to put in my request. You know, everybody's talking about what food they want.
Yeah.
I want to request those cookies that Sarah brought for us last year.
Oh, yeah.
Those, I don't even remember, pumpkin, brown sugar pumpkin.
No, some kind of like a chocolate peanut butter thing. I don't know.
Yeah, and you want to know something? She is hooked up, so she can hear us.
Oh, she can hear us. I know she can.
Yeah, see if she answers that request. I requested to golf with her multiple times this summer.
Yeah. Turned it down?
Well, she said, oh, yeah, we'll do it.
But never did.
Yeah, we never got the chance.
What the heck, Sarah?
And by the time I turned around in September in time for
I
hockey.
had Top Golf twice this year.
There you go. I golfed once this year.
And I actually, surprising with my wonderful fused back.
Right.
I actually did pretty dang good.
Not bad.
I was surprised, having golfed in probably, 12 years.
Let's jump in the DTS Drivetrain Specialist second period recap. For over 40 years, DTS has been the place to go for hardcore drivetrain solutions. Founded and run by performance enthusiasts like our good buddy Claude Plante Jr., whose son, Luke Plante, now a member of the Erie Otters of the Ontario Hockey League. So congratulations to him. DTS is the kind of place they're looking for but can never find. Located in Warren, Michigan, DTS is the place for all the high-performance parts, all the hardware knowledge required to make them work in hardcore applications. Go to drivetrainspecialist.com or call 1-800-521-0628. Shots on goal in that second period. Toledo was 7, 2-period total of 21. Well, the MetroJets firing 16 shots at Dax Lasiti for a 2-period total of 27. 1 goal in that second period after a goal-scoring onslaught of the first. Gabe Outman, his first goal of the season on the assist from Owen Coulter and Jake Taylor. That came at 3:26 to give the Jets the lead we're looking at now by a score of 4-3.
And if you look at that right now, the shots on goal aren't that. I think it's only a six-shot variant. But you can see where that difference is, and it's right there in those penalty minutes.
Next home game for the MetroJets coming up tomorrow afternoon, Saturday, September 27th. The Jets will host the 4-0 Columbus Mavericks right here at MCIA. Vital Title Insurance Agency pregame show at 4 o'clock. Face-off at 4:30 p.m. While Zeke Fravor's Toledo Cherokee head back to the Team Toledo Ice House in Toledo, Ohio, in a date with Lee Lansdowne's Cincinnati Cyclones tomorrow night in the Battle of the Buckeye State. Face off at 7 p.m. You got a pregame show, don't you, too, tomorrow?
I do.
Well, tell us about it.
6:30 from the Mick Gonzalez press box live on Black Bear TV. You'll see me hopefully talk about good things from tonight's game and how Toledo can take tonight's success and translate that to tomorrow night. But quick little 10-minute pregame show. Just talk a little bit about the team, how they're doing so far, the game tomorrow night. And, a little different not having – we used to do interviews with Kenny Miller before the game when we first got all
he talked to you, huh?
A couple of times. And then got to be
he doesn't like you, Matt.
Apparently.
But, no, now it's just me talking into the empty void for 10 minutes. But it's a good time.
Next weekend, Toledo with a home-and-home series with the Fresh Coast Freeze. Next Saturday, October 4th, face-off at 4:30 p.m. against the Freeze. And then the Cherokee head to Griff's Ice House West in Holland, Michigan, outside of Grand Rapids, for a return date with the Freeze. Face-off at 2:30 p.m. Well, next weekend, the MetroJets go on the road for a single game next Friday, October 3rd, down to Ohio Health Chiller Ice Rinks North in Lewis Center, Ohio. A return date with the Columbus Mavericks, 8 o'clock face-off. Our good buddy J.C. Charles, the voice of the Columbus Mavericks, while our good buddy Aaron Poling, the voice of the Fresh Coast Freeze. Incidentally, Mr. Poling going to fill in for me here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena on Saturday, October 11th. I have my final motorsports commitment of the season. I'll be in Winchester, Indiana, so Aaron Poling going to call the Jets Fresh Coast Freeze game on Saturday, October 11th here at MCIA.
Yeah, last time we did anything with him was our showcase here.
Yep. And Aaron Poling, of course, he'll be part of the USPHL Detroit Showcase. You will as well, Mr. Fravor. We'll have the super sub of the MetroJets. Brad Fetters will be joining us as well. May have to get one or two more voices. Who else do we have? Trying to think who else we had.
I'm trying to think who we had last year.
It was you and I.
Yep, and Brad. And
Brad
Aaron.
Fetters and Aaron. Thought we had one more.
I got thrown in a couple.
I know you got thrown into a couple. I can probably look it up. Actually, now I'm curious. Now I'm going to have to look it up.
throw me for a
I
loop
still
now.
have it. I just got to find it. A lot of tabs. There it is. All right. Poling, Fetters, Preer, Fravor. No, it's just us four.
Did a lot of hockey games last year.
Yeah, indeed. As we get set to go, period number 3, the MetroJets, of course, the home team, wearing the home blues with white and red trim. They're skating right to left. On your television screen, while the Toledo Cherokee play their home games at Team Toledo Ice House in Toledo, Ohio. They're wearing the road white with the black shoulders and red and gray trim. They are skating left to right. On your Black Bear TV dial, whether it's your Android, your iPhone, your iPad, your laptop, your big screen TV, however and wherever you're watching us, we appreciate you tuning in, whether it's in the building or from the comfort of home, live on the new home of USPHL hockey. That, of course, is Black Bear TV.
Well, my grandparents are on a cruise. They're coming back tomorrow. They tried to get some sort of internet service. They were going to tune in, but fortunately on the open seas, hard to get any internet service.
Need that Starlink.
Yes. Did you see it? Hear about the new phone?
No.
Apparently they're coming out with a phone that is, I think it's like $698, $798.
Sakani with a backhand shot save. Sorry to interrupt. And Sakani now being molested in the crease one more time.
It comes with the Starlink satellite internet.
Nice.
And they're saying that is going to surpass the iPhone.
Don't tell that to Apple people.
I
Holy
know.
crap.
I know.
Oh, I'm an Android guy.
Not me. Well,
the only apple I take part in is eating one.
I like my caramel apples.
That's right. There you go.
I can't eat caramel apples anymore.
Why not?
I have a, what do they call that, a cap?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So.
That's where you just cut it up.
Yeah, cut it up in little slices.
There you go. See? You
too
can.
much work. I just want to rip into one.
Yeah.
Right.
You can do anything if you put your mind to it.
That's right.
Yeah, and unfortunately,
nothing is impossible.
That tooth may pop out, and you don't want to see me with half a tooth.
Right. Sakani to Stone. Quick pass to Sharon. Knocked away there by Klaber.
Just think, you get it pulled out, you never have to worry about it again.
Taylor, pressured there by Cameron Krause, gets it away over to Jackson Stone. Stone now will bring it in. He's got some speed. Tries to get around Trevin Johnson, but was knocked away. Still 5 seconds left in the major penalty. Oh, giveaway out in front. Myers, the puck knocked away there. There's Jackson Stone. Both teams back in full strength. Stone sees Ryder Novak heading over towards the net. Knocked away there by Klaber. Good job by Toledo now. 3 for 4 in the penalty kill.
Couple of majors.
Yeah, 2 majors were killed off by the Cherokees, so good on them. Backhand shot saved by Peacock, and he'll hang on with 18-17 to go here in period number 3.
Not a super strong shot from the slot there from Johnson. Got a little handcuffed, and Peacock has completely been locked in since that first period when he was thrust into duty.
52nd meeting all-time in the USPHL between the MetroJets and Toledo Cherokee. All-time record, MetroJets, 37 wins, 9 losses, 5 losses in overtime or shootout. Toledo, 14 wins, 35 losses, 2 losses in overtime or shootout. One of those being overtime win back on March of 14. We were talking about that in the Vital Title pregame show, that 3-game series.
Oh, that was exciting.
Novak to Patterson. Patterson out of Hartzell, back to Patterson. Klaber had a puck knocked away right over to Novak with a shot. He wound up and fired. He was 5 feet in front. Got a chance again, and he fans on a shot.
I think if Novak just takes a quick snapshot there, he's got a golden opportunity. Instead, he wound up and...
He wanted to put it through the back of the net.
Yeah, he wanted to put it through the wall back there. He was aiming for the flag. A big hit on Aiden Hartzell, and he's slow to get up. Matter of fact, he ain't up yet. Here come the Cherokee back the other way. We'll keep one eye on Hartzell. Now he's up. Hartzell trying to get to the bench for another attacker. Hard hit, a clean hit on Hartzell. Martin dumps it in. Picked up by Lasiti. Lasiti wraps it around the boards. Caleb Simpson's going to get there. Sends it over for Gabe Altman. Altman trying to feed it up to Anderson, but it went out in the neutral zone. Martin now to Evangelista. Picked up by Corey Anderson, trying to stick it away from Karen Klein, who gets it over to Brendan Hammer. Hammer surrounded by a quartet of Jets. Dumps it in. Picked up by Caleb Simpson. Simpson to Corey Anderson. Anderson off the boards. Getting a little feisty here in the third period between these two clubs. Corey Anderson, the leading scorer last year for the MetroJets Elite program. Feeds it up to Evangelista. Now back to Simpson. Simpson now back to Anderson. Here comes Corey Anderson. Overskated the puck. He'll backhand into the corner. Gabe Altman is there, but a shot goes wide. Jake Taylor keeps it in. Taylor with a bouncing puck shot deflected by Evangelista. And Lasiti makes the save with 16-11 to go here in the third period.
Yeah, I mean, you're getting chances both ways, but there seems to be a little more traffic in front of that Toledo net rather than it being the other way right now.
16-11 to go here in period number 3. It is Friday night. Might as well do a little dance.
Go to the club, huh?
Going to the club, yo. Shots 3-1 in favor of the Jets here in the third period. 30-22 overall. Cameron Krause will bring it in. Right in on Peacock, who wisely covers. 15:52 to go here in period number 3.
Hey, you're not going to see any needless chances being taken by either goaltender. I'll tell you what, Dax Lasiti, the way he likes to play the puck reminds me of Austin Muirhead, who you know very well, but the way he goes out, he's not afraid to play the puck, and he may fumble it a little bit, but he'll go right back for it again.
Lasiti 6'1", 180. The 20-year-old out of Trenton, Michigan. Split last year, started the year with the Cherokee before ending the season with the Mercer Chiefs.
Yes.
Now Coulter off to the races with Landon Edwards. Coulter puts on the brace, waits for reinforcements. Sends it over to the 40 of Varelli, who's playing his 50th career game in the USPHL Premier. Picked up by Ethan Gray. Gray with a shot over the head of Evan Peacock, which is a tall order considering Peacock 6'4". Peacock, one of the taller goalies in the USPHL Premier. Of course, nothing like that kid from Hershey a couple years ago.
Oh, his waist was at the top of the goal. Unbelievable. I remember standing behind him. It was during our showcase. That's probably one of the biggest goaltenders I've seen in the USPHL.
It was, what was he, 7'1"?
Something like that, yeah.
Hit by Aaron Wilson through everybody with a shot. Peacock gobbles it up with 14:54 to go.
You know, and speaking of goaltenders, Matt, you'll never guess who I heard from today.
Who'd you hear from?
Rostislav
Efremov.
Yes.
Wow.
Really cool. Him and I chat probably once a month for a bit. Obviously.
Is he playing pro now in Russia, or where is he at? Where is he playing now?
He's currently still just doing the training. The team apparently he's looking for a team, but he's been training with the pros out there.
Okay.
He's been getting a lot of ice out that way. He's apparently looking for somewhere to play right now.
Okay.
But it's good to hear from him. The couple years he was here, him and I became real close, talking, especially it's just so cool him being from where he's at, that side of the world, with everything going on right now. Just
and Zeke
awesome.
Bravard and the Toledo Cherokee know Rostislav Efremov very well.
I was hoping
you guys still have nightmares about him.
I was hoping we could go the game without mentioning.
Oh, no.
Just brings back some PTSD.
His replacement, if you will, Evan Peacock, who came in relief of Philippe Hall. Peacock's been good. 20 shots, 19 saves. For the 19-year-old from Carmel, Indiana, outside of Indianapolis. Majesty giving chase. Lasiti's going to come out and play it. And gets it out himself into the neutral zone. Chase Martin lost it in his skates. Gathers it back up. Martin off the boards, intercepted. by Trevin Johnson over to Myers, who fanned on it. Myers sent it back to Ingersoll, who lost it. Gabe Outman trying to pick his pocket, couldn't do it. Ingersoll will knock it in. Martin grabs it back. Martin long pass, so wide open. Gabe Outman. Outman with a shot off the blocker of Lasiti. Big stop by Dax Lasiti. Picked up by Landon Wharton. Wharton out to Trevin Johnson. Johnson now will send it in. This could be icing. No, icing negated. Martin's going to have to play it. Pressured by Myers. Wraps it around too far for Tyler Fleming. Wharton with a shot deflected by Patterson. Joel Patterson now. Off the boards to Gabe Outman. Patterson, the only player dressed today who has played the World Junior Championships for his native New Zealand. As Jake Taylor. Over to Isaac Bunk, back to Taylor. The captain of the Jets, got some speed. Over to Gabe Outman, knocked away by Landon Edwards, nice defensive play. Ryder Novak will send it back in, knocked to the ice by Ethan Gray. Jake Cormier now will grab it. One of the many former Trenton Trojans passes over to Ethan Gray. Gray now puts on the brakes, knocked to the ice by Ryder Novak. A little return favor there by Novak. Ryder Novak's only 5'8", but he's 175 pounds. He has -5 fat content. As Zeke checks out his fat content.
We'll go about 10%.
Corey Anderson.
Yeah, me too.
Shot there, saved by Lasiti, and he'll hang on with 11:54 to go.
Actually,
Jace Weimer and Corey Anderson.
From last year, I am actually down like 20 pounds.
I am too. Since last year, I'm down about 35.
My wife's down like 40 pounds. So
I don't recommend the diet I was on, but
no, your diet you had was not good.
No.
Now it's probably all the Jet smoothies you had.
That's what it was. Yeah, that's where we're gonna go with. I had to jump into the Coke Zero now. Yummy. I do need a Jet smoothie. Maybe tomorrow. For all the parents listening, I could use a Jet smoothie from the Chop Detroit. That's for tomorrow. I get to Columbus. Blum over to Fournier.
Do they DoorDash? An hour and a half?
Well, Chop Detroit's right here. It's a concession stand here in Mount Cummins Ice Arena. Off the board, too far for Evangelista. Fournier will send it in. To Kleber. Kleber now to Hammer. Hammer's pass knocked away by Corey Anderson. Good to see Aiden Hartzell back on the ice. Nice shot there by Hammer off the paddle, the stick of Peacock. Puck knocked, chopped down into the Cherokee zone. Icing the call, 11:15 to go here in period number 3.
You've really seen things slow down here.
Although the intensity it's gotten more serious now, for sure.
Yeah, you can tell that the hits are being taken when they're good hits to give.
Yep.
Both teams are trying to play some smart hockey right now, and it's going to be it's a one point game. That's it right now.
AJ Zaccani with 2 goals. Jake Taylor and Jackson Stone both with 2 assists. Jake Myers with 2 goals. Hank Davis a goal and an assist. That's your leaders for both squads. Dax Lasiti has stopped 29 shots in 33 shot attempts. He hasn't played bad. He really hasn't. The goals against is not going to reflect that from this game, but he has not played bad at all.
No, I mean, it's not every year you're going to see a goaltender in this series be a Rostislav Efremov or a Frank Murphy of a few years back who could steal you a game.
Or a Will Augustine or a Danny Miscavige. I mean, the list, we can name off a bunch of guys,
Yeah, I mean,
Joey Cormier, my goodness.
You're not going to have that guy every year, but both of these programs, you don't rebuild, you just reload.
Yes, indeed.
There was question marks in that on both sides, and both teams believe they found an answer.
Martin looking for Hartzell. Gets it back, knocked to the boards by Myers, and here comes Landon Edwards the other way. Hartzell knocked to the ice again. Bunch of guys intertwined. Big hit big hit behind the play on Hartzell.
Took a cross check right to the face.
Linesman Tony Dana saw it. And if you see a conversation at the next whistle with Joey Genovese, you know what it's going to be. Krause knocks it into the zone. Tyler Fleming will pick it up. His grandpa and grandma are here watching. Said they're going to go to every single game, home and away, from Windsor, Ontario. Jackson Stone to a wide open Varelli with a shot, saved by Lasiti with 9:20 to go here in period number 3.
That was a good stop by Lasiti right there, just staying squared up to that shot, not giving him any angle at all.
Yeah, and I mean, that's one of those, you're going to the left, trying to go 5-hole with the shot. You just gotta suck it together and pray that puck doesn't fall out behind you.
He did a good job.
9:20 to go. No conversation with linesman Dana and referee Genovese. 4-3 to score. The Jets lead. Both teams 1-0 coming into this game.
I milked that coffee as long as I could. I just finished
I
it.
slammed it by the end of the first period. Thank you, Kathy Peacock. Fleming off the skates of Sparks. Picked up by Sutton Majeski. Amazingly is pointless so far this season. I know it's only 2 games in, but here comes Majeski. Majeski puts on the brakes, eludes Klaber. Send it across to Tyler Fleming. Fleming with a shot, deflected over the screen and out of play. 8:50 to go here in period number 3.
Toledo just trying to get in the way of every shot possible, trying to keep pucks away from Dax Lucidi. And you got 8 minutes and 50 seconds left in regulation time. You're still looking for a goal. You haven't scored one since the first period. You got to think they're going to try and leak somebody out like Metro's done all night. That has worked a couple times. Toledo's going to have to find something to counter that to try and knot this one up.
Face-off deep in the Cherokee zone. Jace Weimer over to Brandon Hammer. Hammer hammers it into the zone. You knew I was coming once, right?
Could have said nails it in, too.
Whatever happened to Ryan Beard? Did he ever grow a beard?
He did not.
Oh.
Nah, he had that jaw injury. Remember, he didn't play in that division final. He had some complications there. He ended up having to get another surgery on that jaw. So
that prohibited his facial growth.
It did.
Gotcha. It's out there saved by Peacock. Now we got Jamison Rose and Joel Patterson intertwined with each other. And I don't know if you want to mess with Joel Patterson. Him and Scott Jua fought kangaroos in the offseason. Joel Patterson, the 18-year-old from Queenstown, New Zealand.
Jamison Rose is tough in his own regard. I mean, I ref that kid many a time, that young man now.
The 19-year-old from Toledo, Ohio. It was more of a wrestling match than anything.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much with the game today. You don't get many, square
One
up
gone, and
gloves.
they're both leaving.
Yeah.
You're just trying to provide a spark there, right? On one side, you're trying to provide a spark. The other saying
it was more of a wrestling match than anything, but knowing the lowdown being laid down, if you will. Unfortunately for both, this is probably going to be a 5 in a game for both.
Yeah, I mean, and now you're looking at Toledo down 2 players in this game, in Catalano and Rose. It's a couple of forwards.
By the way, Catalano's penalty was changed to a 5-minute major for fighting in a game misconduct. So that was rightfully so changed.
And that could be something there downstairs that they're learning the system as well.
Right.
You know,
Matt McKinder's
first time on this. It's a lot different than what we were used to before. It's a lot different,
dude.
But we'll get there because that's what we do.
And I stress, dude. 5-minute major for fighting in the game misconduct on Jamison Rose. Same for Joel Patterson. So both will miss tomorrow's game.
Well, we'll have an extra to run and get us the MetroJets smoothies.
Well, that's what Patterson's going to get.
That's it.
So 5 for fighting in the game misconduct for both. That means Rose will miss the game against Cincinnati tomorrow. Patterson will miss the game tomorrow against Columbus.
Can't let those add up, right? I mean, you get to a point with the discipline, you start adding up fights, you get some suspensions. So,
I mean, what are the total penalty minutes we got right now, Matt?
A lot. As soon as Patterson's goes up, that'll be another 10. So 80 penalty minutes total.
Wow.
And it is a true story. Joel Patterson from Queenstown, New Zealand, and Scott Shua, defenseman on the MetroJets elite squad from New South Wales in Australia. They wrestled kangaroos in the offseason. And koala bears.
He's speechless, man.
I'm sorry, I'm just thinking back to that video of the kangaroo that had that guy's dog, and he just walked up to the kangaroo and socked the kangaroo in the face.
Kangaroo's like, what the hell, dude?
It's just, you say he's fighting kangaroos, and that's immediately where my mind goes. And the kangaroo just goes and runs away.
Hey,
or whatever, they hops away.
The kangaroo's like, dude.
I just wanted to pet your dog.
Right.
As he's got the dog in a headlock.
Yeah, we got some.
Puck head down. That's going to be icing. 8:12 to go. It is worthy to note that Luka Pivits is sitting to our right here on the flight deck with his arm in a sling. Had a hat trick in last Friday's 6-1 victory over MJDP. Was wondering where Pivits was, and now I look over and, well, there he is. He's on the flight deck.
That's a guy that you do not want missing any extended period of time.
No, that one hurt right off his ankle.
Yeah, right off the ankle. Zakani sidesteps Weimer, sidesteps Klaber.
Wow.
But a shot goes wide. Boy, A.J. Zakani. And now the whistle blows. A.J. Zakani is so much fun to watch, isn't he, Matt Naiman?
Oh, he is. He's a mover and shaker out there on the ice.
We said in the beginning of the broadcast, he had a chance to sign with several NCDC and North American Hockey League and AHL teams. He even had an offer to go Tier 1 in the USHL. Wanted to stay home. He lives just down the road in Grosse Pointe, Michigan, the 19-year-old. The former Warren De La Salle pilot. It's weird that the Warren De La Salle pilots no longer play their home games here. It's interesting, isn't it?
Yes. Matt? Yeah, they moved out. Rochester moved in.
Yeah, Rochester Christian University Warriors, ACHA Division I program now play their home games right here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena. Their next home game's a week from tomorrow, Saturday, October 4th, against the University of Michigan Flint Wolverines. Former MetroJet Tabor Hatch, now a Wolverine.
I may have to attend that game just to come see him.
Might. We could be calling it. You never know.
You never know.
We got to talk to our general manager, head coach Rick Fenwick. He's addressed us about coming to do some of those games. We'll see. And Sandro Evangelista is in the box. Oh, maybe he's serving a penalty. Well, no, because there was 5 in games for both, so there's nothing to serve. Not sure
but
what Evangelista was in for.
5 on 5.
It's still 5 on 5. We'll have to figure that out. Evangelista's in the box for something.
Boy, Zakani almost sprung one loose there from in tight.
Huh. Picked up by Ingersoll. There's nothing on the penalty sheet, but Evangelista's in the box for something. Now comes back to Jackson Stone. Stone through the rafters, didn't hit anything.
Oh, he threaded the needle on that one.
Yes, he did.
It's a field goal.
Jake Blum off the boards, off the stick of Majeski. Klein to Ingersoll, the former Cyclone to the former Spartan. To the former Cougar, Cameron Krause.
You say if you had left it on Cyclone and Spartan, I was going to say, what are you talking about, college football?
Right. Puck comes out of the neutral zone. Isaac Bunk, the former Gambler, sends it in. Picked up by Tony Venturini. The former Riverview Gabriel Richard Pioneer. First season of junior hockey for Venturini. Leading scorer last 2 seasons for the Pioneers. Picked up by Bobby Lees. Played part of last season with the Cherokee before going back to his Bell Tire Hockey Club U18 AAA program. Over to Cormier. Shot there deflected by Simpson, goes around. Ryder Novak. Trying to knock it away from Venturini. Now gets it back, and here comes Novak. Got in the neutral zone, picked up by Jake Cormier. Cormier to Edwards. Quick pass to Bobby Lease. Lease now. Over to Brendan Hammer, stretch pass. Went behind Venturini, knocked away by Outman. Picked up by Simpson, back to Outman. Here comes Gabe Outman. He's got Corey Anderson to his right elbow. Shot just wide, looking for the far corner. Caleb Simpson sends it over to the corner. Ryder Novak will grab it. The former Detroit Country Day Yellow Jacket over to Outman. Knocked away by Anderson and picked up by Klaber. Corey Anderson will grab it. Delayed offside. 5:40 to go here in the third period. Jets clean to a 4-3 lead. It's been much more toned down this third period, save for a couple of hits. Here comes Chase Martin pitching in from the blue line. Martin trying to get around Klaber, lost the glove. Now comes back, Martin playing without a right glove. Send it across, save made by Lasiti. Hank Davis not out, kept in by Tyler Fleming with a shot deflected up high into the mask of Dax Lasiti. Ice is going to be negated. Picked up by Johnson. Shot saved by Peacock. Here comes Chase Martin the other way. 5 minutes to go here in the third period. Varelli now will grab it. Over to Aiden Sharon, who opened the scoring. Salman with a shot into the logo of Dax Lasiti, who hangs on with 4:51 to go here in the third period.
See a lot of heads down. Guys are gassed here as we approach the final 5 minutes in this one. Shifts are getting a lot shorter. Benches getting shorter. You got to go with your trusted guys. If you're either head coach here, it'll be a fascinating final five.
Face-off won by the Cherokee. It's been about even 50-50 in terms of face-offs won by both clubs. Puck deflected. Blum couldn't keep it in. Picked up by Landon Wharton. Wharton, former teammate of Jets goaltender Evan Peacock with the Indy Junior Fuel. They'll reacquaint after the game, I'm sure. Coulter to Klein, knocked away by Coulter. Knocked away by Sharon, trying to get over to Majeski, but here comes Cameron Krause. Krause will bring it in, knocked off the puck by Majeski, and a penalty coming to the Jets. That extra little grab by Sutton Majeski, a 2-minute minor for holding with 4:12 to go here in the third period.
This could be just what Toledo was looking for to crawl back into this game.
And a timeout being called by Kenny Miller.
That's a good call.
Yes, indeed.
Good call right there.
And I'll tell you what, it's not many times you see a game like this, a Toledo Metro game, where the only time you see Sutton Majeski's name is on the penalty side of the scoring sheet.
Right. He is, I mean, it's only 2 games in, but he is scoreless. He does not have a point yet this year. After last season, Majeski, the 4th leading scorer on the team, 19 goals, 33 assists for 52 points in the year. He is pointless for now. And he'll go sit in the box.
That won't last too much longer. I mean, he's too good of a player to be held pointless.
He started slow last year, too, but once he got going, boy.
Thorn in the side for many, many teams, including Toledo.
Yes, indeed. Scored a couple big goals last year for the Jets against Toledo, both here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena and down at Team Toledo Ice House. Calls Lakeport, Michigan home, which is about 30 minutes north of Port Huron.
Beautiful area out there.
Beautiful area. You can literally walk out his back door, and there's Lake Huron. Key face-off, won by the Cherokee. Johnson to Edwards. Edwards with a shot. Blocked there by Jay Blum, who knocks it down into the Cherokee zone. A.J. Zaccani. Even strength, power play, penalty kill, doesn't matter. Zaccani's on the ice for the Jets. Myers will bring it out. He's got 2 goals today for the Cherokee. Deflected in. Blum goes after it. Pressure by Trevin Johnson. Knocked away as Hammer couldn't keep it in. Little early for head coach Kenny Miller to pull the goalie. Definitely don't want to there. A.J. Zaccani grabs it. knocking off some valuable time. Here comes Hank Davis. Davis, the former Cincinnati Cyclone. Blocked there by Jackson Stone. Davis will bring it in. Looking for somewhere to go. Pressure by Caleb Simpson. Feeds it back over to Johnson, to Cormier, back to Johnson. Over to Jake Myers with a shot into the paraphernalia of Evan Peacock, who hangs on with 3:11 to go here in the third period.
Shot right into the Jets' crest on his jersey. There was a little bit of daylight to the blocker side and the glove side. Jake Myers, coaches hate that. You just fire it right into the chest. That's the easiest save a goalie can make, is when you just shoot it at him.
Yeah. They just have to be in front of it.
Face off to the left of goaltender Evan Peacock, who's been outstanding in relief of Philippe Hall, who started this game, was pulled just 3:11 into the first period. Kleber with a shot, save made, rebound comes out, kicked away by Peacock, and Outman gets it out. Big stop by Evan Peacock with the skate blade.
I mean, that was just sitting there. What a heads-up play by
Big
Peacock.
hit on Landon Wharton by Gabe Outman, but it results in a 2-on-1. Kleber, the crowd's back to Kleber, couldn't pull the trigger. 2:45 to go. Aiden Sharon will grab it, knocks it out into the neutral zone. Lasiti will leave it there for Kraus. 20 seconds left in the power play. 2:30 to go here in the third period. Jets clean to a 4-3 lead. Kraus leads it for Gray. Knocked away by Ryder Novak. Novak off to the races. Here goes Ryder Novak. Steps up. Backhand shot. Save. He scores! Ryder Novak. Short-handed goal. His first career junior goal is a dagger with the Toledo Cherokee. The 18-year-old from Rockwood, Michigan. His first career goal is short-handed against the Toledo Cherokee, and the Jets lead 5-3.
I mean, you've seen it period after period tonight. This time it was more of an inadvertent bounce that sets up Ryder Novak with a free pass, a free run in on Dax Lucidi, who's been very good on breakaways tonight. But you saw it all night long. How many breakaways did Dax Lucidi have to turn aside? You're not going to stop them all.
Ryder Novak got something to tell his mom and dad after this. His first career junior goal was a shorthanded goal against the Toledo Cherokee. And the Jets lead 5-3. And they're back to full strength with 2:05 to go here in period number 3. And here come the Jets again. Sutton Majeski puts on the brakes. Send it across. Was blocked. Novak on the assist from Isaac Bung. And now another turnover. Vermelli with a shot sticked away. Ryder Novak, his first career goal, shorthanded from Isaac Bunk at 17:42, has given the Jets a 5-3 lead. Now the Cherokee have to think about it. Here it comes. And Kenny Miller was telling his goaltender to come to the bench, but I don't think he realized that it was an icing call on his Toledo Cherokee.
Yeah, I mean, he was telling him a few minutes before that, hey, keep your head up, keep your head up. Nice heads-up play by Lucidi. If they would have waved that off, what's that lead?
Right.
To? I mean, you know, Lucidi made the smart call.
So Lucidi, yeah, that was a wise move by Lucidi.
One of the few times you don't listen to a coach.
Right. 1:29 to go. Comes back to Jay Taylor. Taylor to Zaccani. Shot there off the shoulder. And the net comes off the moorings. And A.J. Zaccani was telling Jake Myers, look, the Golden Greek is closed. They close at 9 o'clock on Fridays.
It's only 10:05.
Chop Detroit, I think, is
Could
still
go to
open.
the Red Robin.
I haven't been there in
it's
been a few years since I've been there.
It's been a while, yeah.
They still have the bottomless fries.
Yes. Face off deep in the Cherokee zone. Cherokee, a good job in this third, especially in this third period.
There you go. He's gone. He's going back to the bench.
Lasidi heads to the bench. Extra attacker on the ice. Zaccani knocks his man on the puck. Gabe Outman wraps around the boards. And it's going to go all the way down. Not far enough for icing. 1 minute remaining here in the third period. Picked up by Landon Edwards. Edwards now sends it in. Knocked away by Taylor. Picked up by Outman. Outman's got an empty net. And he'll back in and knocked away. Great play by Cameron Krause. Evangelista knocked to the ice by Trevin Johnson, the fellow number 8.
Puck's
45
underneath him.
seconds left. Now the puck comes out. Brendan Hammer will come out with it. Hammer to Cameron Krause. Back to Hammer. Knocked away by Jackson Stone. Picked up by Evangelista. Backhanded toward the empty net. Picked up by Klaber. Comes over to Hammer. Brings it in. Off of Ryder Novak. Novak couldn't get it out. Kept it by Hammer. Evangelista grabs it. Knocks it in the neutral zone. 15 seconds left. The MetroJets will go to 2-0. They will face the 4-0 Columbus Mavericks tomorrow here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena. Shot there, knocked away. Puck comes across and now into the neutral zone. No, kept in by Klaber. 3 seconds left. And the horn sounds. The MetroJets hang on for a 5-3 victory over the Toledo Cherokee. Shots on goal in the third period. Toledo with 10, game total of 31. MetroJets with 10, game total of 37. 1 goal in that third period. Ryder Novak, a short-handed dagger. His first junior hockey goal, assisted by Isaac Bunk at 17:42 to give the Jets a 5-3 victory over the Toledo Cherokee, who fall to 1-1. Coming next, Ocean Blue Development, 3 stars of the game, and number 1 star interview. Ocean Blue Development, out of Tampa, Florida, developing residential real estate aimed at workforce buyers in the great state of Florida, providing investors with attractive risk-adjusted returns by investing in small to mid-sized residential real estate development projects in high-demand markets around the southeastern United States. The traditional play for Bray, victory circle at center ice. Your number 3 star for the Toledo Cherokee with 2 goals, the 22 of Jake Myers. Your number 2 star also with 2 goals, only for the MetroJets, the number 3 of AJ Zaccani. And your number 1 star of the game came into the game in relief of goaltender Philippe Hall. 28 shots, 27 saves. Your Ocean Blue Development number 1 star of the game for the MetroJets, the 90 of Evan Peacock. And he is standing by with Mount Clemens Figure Skating Club on ice reporter Sarah Vassar. Sarah, what a job by Evan Peacock. Come in and relief. You may want to look behind you. And there it is. 27 saves on 28 shots. Your Ocean Blue Development player of the game is Evan Peacock. He'll stand by with Mount Clemens Figure Skating Club on ice reporter Sarah Vassar.
Thanks, Matt. So, Evan, this was a tough game today. What do you think that you guys did well tonight?
Obviously not an ideal start. I think we just kept battling back. You know, the first period was kind of sloppy, but back and forth, and we made a way to. It was a 0-0 game going into the second period there. So
you have another game tomorrow against the Columbus Mavericks. What do you think that you guys have to do to prepare for that?
I would just say keep it simple. You know, good night of rest, good refueling and everything, and then just come out tomorrow, do the same thing, play a simple game, team game, and I think we'll do well tomorrow.
All right, well, I have to ask you one more question just to keep it going. What did you have for breakfast today?
I had 4 eggs and an omelet, some toast with some jelly, and a cup of milk.
All right, perfect.
Well, at least he didn't have the expired butter.
Good luck tomorrow.
That's a lot of food. Oh, my God. 4 eggs.
Well, look how good he did.
Well, 4 eggs and an omelet?
At least it wasn't expired butter.
That's true.
Yes.
Very true.
There's some of that at the hangar.
That's right.
They made it. Back up to you guys on the flight deck.
Sarah, thank you so much. Congratulations. Evan Peacock, your Ocean Blue Development number 1 star of the game. And Zeke Fravor, I see the hurt in your face, but you can't deny what the number 90 did for the MetroJets between the pipes.
No, I mean, you know, I would love to know his mentality when he got thrown into the game. You know, just a few minutes in, he didn't start. I mean, came in. You know, yeah, I mean, he didn't play for the first 3:22, and then he was thrust into action, came in, gave up that goal, that weird goal. Nonetheless,
Yeah,
I mean,
it was a weird goal. Yeah, for sure. That was the only one he let in.
And he just locked it down after that. I mean, you know, as frustrating as it is for a guy like me who broadcasts for the team and continues to have his team come up on the short end, it's got to be more frustrating for those guys in that locker room, right, and for that coaching
We
staff.
love you, right?
Always. It goes
And you
both
only
ways.
have to go through this,
Six more times.
6 more times. So,
Well, 3 more times here.
yeah.
But no, it's everything you ask for in a game like this. It was 3-3 after one, and just 2 more goals after that. So the teams really tightened it up, and it was back and forth affair. And it's everything you ask for in a game like this.
If you look at it, minus the shorthanded goal, but the penalties, right? Jets had 2 power play goals, I believe.
1.
Okay, the 1 power play goal. You take away the shorty, you take away the power play goal. Guess what? Tie game.
It's a tie game.
And one of those goals by the Cherokee came on the power play as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we talked about it a little bit during the intermissions. It's the penalties every time in this game that come back to bite you in the rear.
And that's just something that the Jets are a team that they are darn good at capitalizing on that.
Yeah. You cannot sit in the penalty box for 43 minutes out of 60 in a game and expect your team to come out on top. And, it's the frustrating part of the game, right? You try and do that as a coach. You try and take as much of that out of the game as possible. But, at the end of the day, they're kids. They're young men, and it's a rivalry game. Tempers are going to be a little bit hotter, and so you have to – it's a give and take in that regard. But, again, 5-3, back and forth affair all night. And, I had a good time up here. It was a good time. Appreciate it.
We'll see you on Friday, November 7th, right here, the Game 1 of the 2025 Coney Cup here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena. As for your Toledo Cherokee, they'll try to regroup and salvage the rest of the weekend tomorrow. Saturday, September 27th, against the Cincinnati Cyclones. Lee Lansdowne and his Cyclones will make the trip up I-75. Your pregame show is 6:30, face-off at 7 o'clock. While the MetroJets, they're 2-0 now. They'll go up against the 4-0 Columbus Mavericks, the leaders in the USPHL Premier Great Lakes Division. That's tomorrow right here at Mount Clemens Ice Arena. Vital Title Agency and Insurance Agency pregame show at 4 o'clock. Face-off at 4:30 right here on Black Bear TV. Zeke Faber, final thoughts?
Let's do it 6 more times.
Yes, indeed, my brother.
Hopefully we get a few more that go my way. But, we always have a good time up here. We get a little bit of ribbing back and forth. And,
we have a good time.
We do.
We have a good time up here.
Matt Naiman, final thoughts?
Well, I'll tell you what, Zeke hit the nail on the head right there. It's the penalties that killed him once again. That's almost the way every single one of these games have gone. They have, even into last season and the seasons past, they have to stay out of the box against this MetroJet team.
And that has been your Buffalo Wild Wings post-game show. Score Wings after the game, located down at 48 Marketplace, right down the road here in Mount Clemens. On behalf of all of us, the MetroJets Hockey Club, for Pete Kamick, Justin Kinville, Jimmy Lovell, Jake Howie, Danny Vanderweel, Randy Wilson, as well as Mike Sutt, Joe Muller, Matt McKinder, as well as Scott Sturgeon, Paulie Sheridan, Dave Ross.
Randy,
I said Randy Wilson.
Okay.
For Tyler Naiman, our cameraman. For Mount Clemens Figure Skating Club on Ice reporter Sarah Vassar. For our special guest color analyst, Zeke Faber, the voice of the Toledo Cherokee. And for my partner in crime, Black Bear TV broadcast producer and color analyst Matt Naiman, my name is Matt Preer, the voice of the MetroJets, saying goodnight from Mount Clemens Ice Arena. Final score, MetroJets 5, Toledo Cherokee 3. You've been watching MetroJets Hockey Live exclusively on Black Bear TV. Good night, everybody.